Renegade. Man when afraid, man in the wilderness. Good evening. Good night. Good morning. Good afternoon. Renegade. There. Wow. Yeah, man, there smiling because you have to keep it real on us, you know. You have to keep it real on us. But put up a video with Andrew, so when they go low, we go. I can't follow Andrew Holness. Andrew Holness is a goddamn disgrace. If you get away. No, Andrew Holness sit down. Them have them look at task force where we them have them communication with three stooges. Right? And them sit down and them say them a make plan. Listen. They can't follow the renegade, you know, because they can't put the renegade know this, you know. Yes. Lock down this. Can't put the renegade. You understand? But then there's a goddamn disgrace. Right? We are showing us something. Now we say Queenie that a Charles Warmington, great grandson. We see him run out. He leave for Marky G father now because he's at a goal in them a slave driver. And leave for Marky G father now. They must say and talk about England. And gone straight to Marky G mother now, you know. This are all them nasty and stinking of them. Say, gone to the leave with them now. Well, Jamaica boilers, them family there. In mother people them, Marky G mother people them. Gone over there, so. And go for some attack, some bag of bull crap when I make a sense. And say, make that mean them sit down in a them war room, you know, so the headless and the whole of them in a water and the whole of them. Now follow by Andrew though. Come up with a foolishness. And me I tell him, for easily trace yourself, you can't hide. Look upon Charles Warmington, your great grandfather. Or look upon what have your other star people them, so your great and the whole of them coming and shit. Father God should have sink that shit. They wouldn't have that against trouble. I remember say, in great grandfather break slave, you know, the male slave them. Yeah, man, hold them and break them. So inflict the script around. That's why it stays out of the trait. Some of the little school youth them now climb mountain. I break him. And then them get a little thing. Cause in grandfather, great grandfather used to break the slave them at the same thing. But it flick it around now. With the mountain, you know? Yes. And think everybody need the same thing. But them reach us up. Eh? Yeah. Yeah, man. Come on, Michael. The ship should have sink. We should have can't go back in a time. And then Charles Warmington, you know, Cross and Catherine. Got have germs for pollute Jamaica. And by the way, we check about it, you see in 1970, 76 up. Him did the boat in the JLP. The whole of them work them for chance for treason. Because we want to look back on, hey, I'll show you all them evil, you know. Him gone 190 years because he must have demanded about Marky G, you know, I talk about Marky G, this and that. I said that man there, this man where him gone to, him dead 1835. 1835 to 1935 is 100 years. To 2025 is 90 more, 190 years, nearly 200 years. See? And you gone this and I come up with one bag of foolishness. So we are saying now, we now go this. We are go through what we know about. We know Charles Warmington medical documented. But we are go in the 70, from 76 come up to the 80. When them do CIA, we are play not our thing. When them JLP burn down Eventide. Remember, you know, CIA might have vexed. I'm going to play it like we have. I'm going to start playing this now. Because them shouldn't even run in politics. It's serious. Remember, we have a black road in a brother. We have a black road, them have a bleach. Coming up in a 1980 election, you know. Tell me, I tell you this, you know. Every road have a black in East Kingston, you know. Half of the main, you know. Yeah. See? Half of the main. So when we want to talk about things, we have to talk about things where we live true. Where we can't tell the kids, them our grandkids. Not true, Michael. Yeah? So we could teach them about this. The man, them, the JLP, them, burn down Eventide one. Just to seek power. You go 190, me just go right us. Burn it down. 153 old people them kill. to make Michael Manley look bad. These are the evilness in them. That's why I'm never put them, you know. I do not play with them. I do not play with people. Because them evil. You understand? Them evil. So we're going to look through this and them for charge for treason, you know. Any piece of shit you see so desperate that them work with outside powers to overthrow a government in 1980 because 889 people for dead. Them should have charged for treason. Treason! So when I talk about that there, we have to start all them and play this every day. We mind what people them. Treason! And then I'll come back and deal with Andrew Holness. You understand? We have to deal with it. Make us start this. Yeah. Make us start, me sure. Because we're going to deal with it here, so. Yeah? And we have fact check them. Make us start, me sure.
We are beat it till the hammer burn. We now make them get in and them and again. None of them boy that we none of them. We in lump sum we are beat it till the hammer burn. We now make them get in and them and again. None of them boy that we none of them. We alone some rise up the bomb and
when people like a government of a country, it's the servants protect the people of that country, not to put them life in misery. You understand me, Luciano? Over there,
Government, stop pressuring the poor.
Oppression.
Politicians, your judgment coming for sure.
Serious
It's a government in your regiment. Stop pressuring the poor.
We can't take it no more, you know.
Politicians, your judgment coming for sure.
Yo, politician, for the evilest mission, who know we blame. Too money and power and fame. Wanna go friend up the youth, them really down the lane. Give them big gun and brainwash them brain. Yo, wanna buy them cow, wanna buy them clothes, and buy them.
Yeah, man. But we are talking about wickedness now. We have to start it like this. Because Andrew always a push I tell about in the 70s. When of them same one try to destroy the country for seize power. The Jamaica Labour Party. Yeah? Them come and say 18 and a half years. But you are back to feeling you have to teach the people them and remind them about the truth. I'm going to start my show like this. Well on there.
The most dangerous man is the one who stands alone. You won't see his scars. They're buried deep, earned from battles, fought in silence with no one watching. He's faced his demons alone, rebuilt himself from the ground up, brick by brick. This man doesn't need validation or a crowd. He's crafted his own strength, forged through solitude and resilience. If you're welcomed into his life, know this isn't by chance. You were chosen because he saw something real in you. But never mistake his silence for weakness. It's a quiet power. He's been broken before, but he didn't shatter. He rebuilt himself, stronger each time. If you cross him, remember, his silence isn't surrender. It's a warning. So, a man who knows his strength and holds his patience is the one to be most cautious of.
You hear that, Dr. Thinking Queenie? Battlefield. All right, we'll start the battlefield now. Just look how these people evil. You can't hold back nothing upon them. All rubs off. This are the destruction of the JLP. This are the destruction. If you just get the power. You work without, me say them, hey, them work with outside force. And look for my people them and destroy them. They must see about the place or not, you know. Make a draw for this. Let me stop it there, so you know. Make a read that. So, when you say in May, 1980, 20 May, 1980, 153 women, many destitute and with physical disabilities. Mark Walling father look more people with disabilities. But the Jamaica Labour Party destroy all people with physical disabilities. Were burned to death in a massive fire which destroyed the Eventide home located at Slipen Road, St. Andrew, where they resided. The early morning fire spread rapidly through the mainly wooden building. My God, these are the same looking nasty people. Yes, these are the same people. But always a point. You know, this man, when I want to say him gone, they say no, I'm gone. I dig up and attack one bag of foolishness. They are looking, I can leave them with Jamaica boy that serve Jamaica. And him come with a bag of foolishness. I try to ring road. We know about Charles Warmington. We come down the Warmington can, including the Blackie to start piece of shit. That's why it move like a slave master. These are the things. Remember, we lived through this. Remember this vividly clearly. We never did about 190 years ago. When the man are dead. That means if somebody dead 190 years ago, that means Finn Pitney that for born maybe 20 years before that. See? 190 years ago, them dead, you know. So you Pitney that for born because the man born with him dead. If the man himself Marky G great grandfather, that means that Pitney that for born maybe 20 years before that. 210 years ago. Him grandfather born. So him grandfather that get him, he get him, I don't know how that work. I'll be a foolishness in talk. Just the time span, it'll be like maybe you'd say great grandfather or something. I remember more than Marky G. This guy's a goddamn, hey, I don't even know what to say, you know. You understand? But anyway, this is what we are looking at. This is the reality. More reality with JLP. Them no good. And who even vote for them for notice this. This is how them destroy Jamaica. Look on this. Look on this. See that? Look what them do. Look what them do. We have to stop it, make them face them. Yeah, face them. Yeah, your family up, man, up, Chris. Okay. Yeah. Oh, God, man. Someone of them have been the place who has put one of them. Few were left. What's the man did there? And the guy say, I will come that way, you know. See him there? Yeah? This is all them evil, you know. These are them evilness. These are them evilness. And them antis. Eh? See that? Oh God, man. Eh? We need when we are showing them if it comes forward here. Look at people. Burn out, you have to put them in a one big thing. Eh? Look on this. Watch it. Watch it. May the 26th, coffin with shredded remains of 145 victims were entering the mass grave at National Heroes Park. Described as one of the greatest tragedy of independence Jamaica. The labor right them do this. Eh? But we hear more about this one, play this. It happened 5 months before the bloodiest general election. 5 months. Them a try to get out Michael Manley. Them a try Michael Manley. Yes? We're not going to make them run Marky G like that, you know. See that? This is what them do. Yeah. See, great there. This are all them evil. Remember, Queenie did active them time now. In for charge of treason too. Queenie. You have some of them too now. Cougar. Deadman. Charles. The whole of Michael. The whole of them did active. Them active. Yeah? Anything but the active, because you don't just come for some little foot soldier. You draw for them too. People for chance for trees. Them shouldn't be no MP in our place. None of them. More than that too, you know. The whole of one them. Shouldn't be no MP. No longer that. Them never satisfy. Them they do something before with something before this, you know. Eh? And them always want to go back into the past. So let me show them the past. Let me show them the past. Watch this now. Watch that's a Eventide one. Hear this. Hear about here. Remember now on a Jamaican attack. This documented. Hear this.
Lewis Wolf and his journalistic publications. Who is Lewis and what has he been doing over the years, and why is the government so outraged by him?
Well, his background is it's thoroughly legitimate, standard, if you will, journalism. He was assigned for a couple of years in Manchester, writing for a couple of prominent news organizations.
Manchester, England?
Yes, Manchester, England. And eventually made his way through London back to the United States, where he gravitated to scrutiny of the CIA and the intelligence community, watching the revelations of the Church Committee, information that he had come across in his research, some of which he had published as part of news stories previously, other parts of which he was not permitted to publish by the nature of the press establishment. And so he put together with Bill Schaap and Ellen Ray the Covert Action Information Bulletin.
See you now, my brother. Ekran, I see you, man. Wagwa. So called after my show done. I have so much thing I do, you know. I have to deal with them that day, you know. Them two out harder, man.
Whose function was to focus on the intelligence organizations of the United States and discuss and expose in a perfectly legitimate way the covert action activities of the CIA principally, as well as the other intelligence organizations. I believe they formed that in about 1976 and have been in Washington since, publishing stories of true stories. Their quality, their standards of journalism are exceedingly high. That bulletin is distributed in the State Department, and it's sold out the first morning that it's put on the stands in the State Department newsstands. They also publish in that bulletin the names of CIA agents and where they are now, as they're assigned and reassigned about the world. I believe that in very recent months they have ceased the policy of publishing names because the controversy is so hot, and they would just as soon... And also, it's never been their intention to break the law. They've made that clear from the outset. Bill Schaap is the brother. He is a highly competent attorney and is the brother of a top sportscaster in New York City. He is a very articulate man himself and has testified to the Senate many times against the names of Agents Bill, for example, and defending what he and Lou Wolf are doing. And after his testimony, many times senators have come up and shaken his hand and said, I disagree with you, but you certainly make your case for the legitimacy of what you're doing very well.
Let's take a look at some of the things which Lewis Wolf had to say, and we'll let you comment ever so often on this, okay?
What, in the years that you've been publishing it, do you think are some of your most significant revelations? Are there some stories that even shocked you?
Well, I think one of the big stories that we were able to document in some detail was the whole scope of CIA activities, similar to what the CIA did in Chile, and which was documented by the Senate Select Committee, was the whole covert action program in Jamaica in between 1976 and 1980. And we did a great deal of research.
By the way, when you hear, because when I say, you know, I want to hear this, you know, it's a learning moment, you know. In 1976, because Castro come in 1975 when we are dealing with in Africa. you know, it draw America attention. So 1976, them they want to move him, them not get with. You understand? So 1980, them deal with it. So 72, 3, 4 come up. We never have no problem with them. Different from Manley, I straighten them out and straighten out them backside, make them a look. But 76 to them find a way because them have Siaga. Remember Siaga wrestled the leadership from Shira, you know, in 1974, you know. Remember the leadership from him in 74, you know. And then by 76, them run on and them fail and then them come back stronger now and kill out the people, them and do a bag of things. You understand? Burn on Eventide home. Them is, hey, them forgot, people forgot to prison for this. Yeah? When them run and I go back in a 18, we are go right as so. Remember, we go for black. Remember the whole of this. We live through it. Yeah? Continue. Continue.
Into that, and we discovered in many ways, a very similar program, almost a classic model that was followed along the lines of what they did in Chile, including 3 major categories: military, paramilitary activity, the use of propaganda in the media, and
you said, people up to man they talk about it. You see, say them use propaganda, them work, and them get that them use propaganda in the media. They say them love propaganda. They love it. Love tell lie, love propaganda. So Holness I try to reverse psychology right now. Let me tell you this. Holness now have no achievement for the night. None! Not even one! But I'll show you what them call achievement, then fool your fart. Fool! Hold on, let me continue to play this.
And the third one, which was economic warfare, using the multilateral organizations, the International Monetary Fund and others, to withhold loans which had been promised to the Jamaican government. This is one example.
What are a couple more of the details?
No, man, them I see you show if I cut that the food, man. Leave the place up in my running, that the food is good. Yeah, you see, man. You seem to have me play some music, you see, can't make that the food coming out. No, man, I'm not. Fire me and fling no yak say that the food, no, man. I never want to talk, so make me and come knock down my place, you know. Yeah, man. All right. I can't tell a beat, my thing.
Of that, you particularly mentioned those first 2 examples of actual paramilitary activity the CIA was involved in Jamaica.
There was a fire, for example, that took place in Jamaica of an old people's home. I think 150 old and infirmed women, many of them blind, were living in this home. And as it turned out, the place burned down in the space of about 8 minutes, 7 or 8 minutes. It was discovered that the phone wires had been cut and that the exits had all been blocked. Even those who could see their way out could not get out. That the means by which the fire was set was the use of a petroleum jelly, which was unavailable in Jamaica. This was one indication, among others, that there was outside help. Why would this...
Outside help. When you hear my play it back. I want people to run them west still, you know. Because, not because voting, you can't destroy what people them like this. And Holness have the tentacles see me because in the pandemic we see him on. When charge you 200,000 for your mask, 700,000 people will vote for him. Them not love poor people, them use them. Them all can give a plate of food and feed you. They are shit. Yeah? Don't make them trick on them. Can't work. Look on this. Them shouldn't even like we should have a different party, not them. See, it's a crime.
This economic warfare, using the multilateral organizations, the International Monetary Fund and others, to withhold loans which had been promised to the Jamaican government. This is one example.
What are a couple more of the details of that? You particularly mentioned those first 2 examples of actual paramilitary activity the CIA was involved in Jamaica.
There was a fire, for example, that took place in Jamaica of an old people's home. I think 150 old and infirmed women, many of them blind, were living in this home. And as it turned out, the place burned down in the space of about 8 minutes, 7 or 8 minutes. It was discovered that the phone wires had been cut and that the exits had all been blocked. Even those who could see their way out could not get out. That the means by which the fire was set was the use of a petroleum jelly, which was unavailable in Jamaica. This was one indication, among others, that there was outside help. Why would the CIA, you might ask, why would the CIA want to murder 150 old women? It was because it was an effort, part of a very large-scale effort to discredit the government in Jamaica, which was at the time headed by...
Government, let me tell you something. Look, them can't tell me nothing, you know. The government want to discredit themselves for kill all people. You know, man, they do. Man, they come with Jamal to teach all people. You have to even learn to read and write before you're dead. Crash probe. When Andrew talk about achievement, National Housing Trust, things like that, talk about the whole place and them things there. Like how Mama P them come with Operation Pride, 50,000 get them title. No one of them also procurative for more than 100 million. That name achievement. Not what him do. Him not have no achievement. None. We're gonna play him still. But this have us discredit Manley and go grab power. Queenie was a part of the JLP. And the older one, them middle 50, them are part of this. This trial with people them for seize power. Eh? Continue. JLP no good enough. Continue.
Michael Manley, the Prime Minister. There were images produced of Michael Manley in the media, in the Daily Gleaner, which was the newspaper which the United States, through the CIA, helped to support. And there is...
And it's not the first we want to name in a documentary like this. Remember, I know Jamaica just attack. Anything with them do, when you remember when they're a long time, anything with them do things like a release and if you're not part of it, I know. When you should get banned too. So I'm sitting around up and down with Andrew on this right now, when you forget banned too, you know. Yes. When you're not good neither, continue.
Good deal of evidence of that. There were images of Michael Manley showing a death mask. I mean, it was his face which had been somehow made to look like a death mask, although it was pretending to be a photograph of him. And there were many ways to try and discredit him. This is very, very similar, in fact, to what the CIA did to try and discredit Salvador Allende in Chile. If you remember, Richard Nixon instructed the CIA in a meeting which was in 1970 in the White House, and there was a document in the Senate report which is reprinted, and he said, "Make the economy scream." Those were his words. And that's, of course, what the CIA proceeded to do in Chile, and that's what they also did in Jamaica.
They also furnished a lot of munitions and assistance to the terrorist squads that were going around killing people in the...
Going around, keep me tell you. No, even when people talk about the two sides, no. You have to stand. Because remember, you know, me have no friend who stand up. Me have a friend who get shot, you know. He get shot, him dead and now still. Yes. They might go pick up Seattle before the election. And they might pass Nigeria's bus. Right where you see the Kentucky, they right there, so. Yeah, because it was Louis Pharmacy, Louis Store. Because you have the pharmacy right at the Regular Road there, so they say for that road, that was a store. And then they have the wholesale. Was not Kentucky. Long after Kentucky come there, sir. And Moses, I pass this and the man them push them and them have them spinners and fire the shot. Him see Moses and chucking and they dick him right behind him foot, sir. But they need it right behind. Chip it off. Come look on it, you know. Yeah, man. So when the man come back, the man them grease part of the road and the man them deal with them case. You ride up on building top and all about. Man them have to defend themselves. Many times the man them say them drop letter and say them come for 22 man and 20 man. Be a foolish system going on with the 80s, yeah? 1980. Tell me I tell you this. So the road, you have to block it with old debris, you know, old car, all this. So no run up on your road, them and people have to bleach. Can't sleep. This is what them do on people. Yes. You understand? On people. Take the money, take the thing, them and attack. So you know you have to counter attack, you have to defend yourself. Defense. Yeah? Yes. So I like them good. So make them when some people come and say, well, the two of them and them are this. You in a government, you not back nobody. You notice Andrew, like him a go and a call people go out on this and that. Man, you know, man, they not back nobody. None of that. See, but you have some people around and say, no, so we now go make you run over. When them build gun court in the 76 election when them go on. Remember him come with gun court and put them on the one as you know. Yes? But 80 of them come back wicked. Destroy the people them out. Hey, them for pay for it, including Queenie. We didn't look up to self. Forever try proof. Including them. This is evil. Hey, them for charge for crime against humanity do you know? They must tune in on politics. Not even the party were involved. These are the evilest thing in a human history in Jamaica. Continue.
In the cities and also in the countryside in Jamaica as well.
That's correct.
Well, John, you had a trip down to Jamaica and you saw a lot of these things about Jamaica with your own eyes, right?
Yes, indeed. A very moving, a very interesting trip to me to see a target country at a time in the height of a CIA operation when I was completely outside. So there's no way that I could see the problem that journalists have always had when the U.S. government was targeting on a country in a situation, trying to destabilize it, overthrow, or manipulate the elections or whatever, of trying to figure out what's going on when you don't.
Yeah, keep me. I see what you just say here. But what time? Yeah, 17 side. All right. No, say nothing. Why you them up? We'll talk to them here. All right.
Have access to all of the flow of cables and the discussions in National Security Council meetings and whatnot for the planning. I observed that from published information, the CIA station there was quite large for that size of a country. It was huge, in fact. It was...
Them CIA thing, and him observe, you know, in there, you know, an observer large for the size of look at Jamaica. See, I got them and the same Queenie, them Mike and with them, same perennial charge where he might feel like a perennial charge, you know. And Bob said them, you know, put them in a detention back in the election in 76 day. Them therefore move them, right? Yes. And hear them come up, them is nastiness. Yes? So you hear this now? You hear this? Eh? Queenie are part of this. Continue.
Bigger than any station I knew of in Africa, although Jamaica was a fairly small island with 2 million people. That's typical of when the CIA has got a big operation going in a place, they beef up the station and beef up the offices back stateside. The tone and flow of articles in the Gleaner was, of course, as Lou says, definitely a chapter out of Chile or a chapter out of the Angolan operation. Every indication of a massive CIA operation going to destabilize the government, to make the economy scream. And in that case, I would say that probably someone got promoted for that one, probably several people.
Because Manley was run out of office.
Because it worked.
By a legitimate election.
Without a scandal, without an assassination, without
a scandal or assassination, I think you cannot move Manley. This is what the JLP do. So we know them dirty work, and it can't happen again. So when you see them have like Big Mama, them have spread them propaganda, I mean, you know. That's why I put something around them, in them radio and them TVs, but me have my own TV where I can deal with it. And we can fact check them and hold them to account. When them spread them live, we rub that out. We rub it out. After we rub it out, them evil. We for hold them accountable for these things. So each time them come back and go into the past, 18 years, no, I'm more than 18 days, but we're for one on the feet. We not kill people. We not evil. Them terrible, man. You understand? You know what people this them doom for world power? Watch out.
The things that have caused the CIA so much grief. Manley, a champion of social democracy, of giving the people a piece of the pie.
Well, you want more than that. The PMP, man, they give back the people them piece of the pie. Them not want that. Them put in the one that will suffer them. He mash up the place in the 80s, you know. And get rid of jurors as them come in and get, hey, the man shut down the hospital, shut down everything. I chat because them not, listen. If we about I have to come and talk the truth. I remember, and like me coming and talk, me know these things, you know. But me like, come with the tape. I know we make them interview, we don't know them people, we don't know them American. What was part of that, who do the interview, who go down there, we don't know them. But everything with them do, we know them document it. And we know say, no care what them are going to release it. JLP forget banned out of Jamaica. If you have a different party, then forget banned. And people for charge for treason too, yeah? Anybody sell out the country for charge for treason. Yeah? We don't listen to them. And by the way, me I hear a little, when a little baby eagle sing say, you want, Andrew Holness, you want to move your thing where you keep your conference. After the police them do them thing, you want to move it to the 27th of June. And then you call election. Because you have to put people together for call election. So we 27th of June, yes. Yeah. Can't go and do your plan still. I could see yes. But remember, say me ears the right answer, yeah? All right. Good. You just make you know say me ear. All right. I'm going to continue with this. Yeah.
I was thrown out of office, and an arch-capitalist was put in office. And again, there was minimal adverse publicity. Lou Wolf and the others were studying the situation and did publish about what was going on, but it was not published in the New York Times and the Washington Post and the big...
What going on, brother?
Yeah, man, I'm glad to listen to you. I'm glad to, you know, you're educating our people. Well, let me tell you something, family.
Yes.
Jamaica people has to understand what is neocolonialism.
Yes.
And capitalism and how neocolonialism and capitalism work.
Mm-hmm.
Now, those two agents of evils, right, will work to destabilize the development of black people, the Caribbean and Africa.
Mm-hmm.
When we look on France and the United States, right, and the involvement as it relates to how Haiti has been destabilized,
mm-hmm.
and the Caribbean over the years have been, you know, somewhat slow in progress of development, right, under the suppression of IMF, World Bank, and all those things. People want us to understand the importance of why the neocolonialist, you understand, still built on an effort to destabilize Michael Manley. Remember, you know, what was democratic socialism? What Michael Manley had done in the 70s was making sure that, you know, equal rights and justice. Remember, say that is out of democratic socialism, equal rights and justice farming.
Yes, sir.
Michael Manley was dealing with a balance, and that's why Michael Manley said he has no apology in balancing the life of people, the rich and the poor, and he has no apology for that.
Yeah, man.
So people need to understand what Michael Manley has said. Now, let me tell you something. Edward Seaga, as you're pointing out to the listeners.
Yes.
Edward Philip George Seaga is one of the worst person that passed through our hemisphere.
True.
Edward Seaga, right, is the weapon that he passed on in educating Andrew Holness. But Andrew Holness now come.
Yes,
and done now even more evil than Edward Seaga.
Yes, man. True, man. 100. Yeah, man.
And when we said more evil, it simply means an economy that Portia Simpson and Peter Phillips fight, crawl on their knees, lonesome.
Yes.
You understand? To make a 180 degrees turn.
Yes.
Taking it over from Bruce Golding.
Yes.
And put it in a path of success.
Mm-hmm.
What Andrew Holness had done today had reversed that. Now, I have respect for all the economists in their field. I am not an economist.
Mm-hmm.
But let me tell you something weird. You see, common sense.
Yes.
Not be common sense.
Good. Critical thinkers them can't go run, brother.
Exactly. So when you look on our economy now, and our national debt, as it relates to $2.6 trillion, and we in a problem of unable to give an account for $3 trillion under the Andrew Holness administration. You are going to tell me, if you drop that in any other society, they are going to blame the government for the economic abyss
Of course.
Jamaica is experiencing.
Yes.
Don't blame it on burial. Don't blame it on nothing else.
Yes.
It is Andrew Holness and him kleptocratic government.
Yes.
The evidence is there. Going 4 years, Andrew Holness cannot certify.
Yes.
After all the statutory declaration that he had submitted. Going 4 years, my brother, they cannot be certified. When you look at the amount of contracts being awarded to who? Nepotism and friends and them elites. The overbilling. You understand? The manhandling of the permanent secretaries. Remember, I said they talked earlier.
Yes. The manhandle them, man, and threaten them.
Permanent secretaries.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
Force them out of them will even do certain things.
True.
And bend them.
True. Them can't talk, you know.
The DPP,
yes.
Because the DPP, they eat out of the trough, my family. You understand?
Yes.
The DPP have a blind eye.
Them put her back. She forgot home.
The corruption prosecutor.
Yes.
The corruption prosecutor. They eat out of the trough. The corruption prosecutor. You understand?
She let him go.
Blind eye.
She let him go.
They told her away.
Yes.
Don't even want to think for even applying.
Good. Because she let go and do no better. You know.
Because they know what.
Yes.
They know what she had done.
Of course.
They know what she had done. When you look and see a prime minister who claims him a deal with justice, fairness, and balance as according to him. Him is what we call a snake salesman.
Yes.
You understand? A snake salesman. So you know they are con artists.
Yes.
The blatant lie. That man will look you, that man, let me tell people, if you understand who is Andrew Holness. Andrew Holness will look you in the eye and without quenching, chip out the lies them. You have to understand who is Andrew Holness. Andrew Holness is a living 100% pure evil. And people need to understand that. You understand what I deal with it?
True.
Now, I heard him, you know, telling vloggers to go out and challenge us in social media. You know, but let me tell you something, Wayne.
Yeah.
When it comes to me and you, Wayne.
You're not no vloggers, but you're my propagandist.
Andrew Holness are sending those vloggers on a suicide mission. If they are to challenge you and me in a social media way, they are Andrew Holness that send them vloggers upon a suicide mission because the first thing, they don't have the facts.
No.
And when we read out the facts and show it to the people and share it to the people, you know, see, anytime we talk, we show the evidence.
Of course.
When them talk, what them do? Them
propaganda.
What the evidence there? Them can't find it.
No. A propaganda, brother.
Can't find it, sir.
Yes.
Social media are the problem.
Yes.
You understand? The family, that's what run on.
All right. No, say nothing. What? Finish what you beat me. Yeah, brother? All right. Up. All right. So, you know, say, at the JLP, nobody watch the CIA itself. Because if you live in a country, Jamaica, and CIA come and say that and me know say, as a Jamaican, you can't sell your country this treasonous. You don't do this. But truth is, seize power. You have CIA got the head for this. Remember, him seize power from Shiva, 1974, when you can go look it up. Yeah? Yeah? And him now was born a bastard, Caucasian, and nobody follow nobody. But Edward Siaga, him what them say, from Middle East, him from Lebanon where? It's a Caucasian, don't look for the man good. You ever hear a Lebanese name Edward, who named some king? George, Philip, Siaga, England name. But the Edward, Philip, and George are some king name, yeah? Yeah? Nobody, listen, them for just go away. When them talk, I see people are run with the foolishness. That is, just look what Google Lebanon Lebanese name, and you see the kind of name with them have. He's a Caucasian. Mother never born the neither, mother must born Panama or somewhere this. See? And him father no born the neither, so he never have nobody about him born. The born where? Shouldn't be in a prime minister in the first place. That's why I'm saying we can say the film country. For his country. Film country, you know. And we make him dead and then take him and put money on them and disrespect the people them. You destroy over 153 people. Burn them alive. Old people, your grandmother, one. And these people know in a politics same way. And attack say the PMP. And this are the PMP and that. And these people must go away. Somebody must hold accountable for these things. Yeah? Them need Al Greeny him for moving up. Them to go away. Boy, you got 190 years. It's not different from that part, father. Like, you see for them things. Remember, you know, if you talk about what Andrew do and hold him to account, them can't talk about what Andrew do. Them never talk about Andrew bank account. And the amount of money I run to it. So them say, make me go play dirty. You know, I'm not for Mark holding. You rush him father will help Jamaica so much. Train another orthopedic doctor. No, you're going to the man mother. And going to the leave with them time. Family going around there so. And come up with one bag of foolishness when it make no sense. Eh? When it make no sense. When him great-grandpapa take ship come in Jamaica, come do what? Eh? So we put him up there. We're going to show him when we're done. You understand? You understand? Charles Warmington. Eh? This nastiness. This is what them do to a play. And him forget charge too, you know. Him forget charge. Remember, continue with this.
The big television networks didn't do studies on it, primarily because even if the journalists of the big organs knew what was happening and might have wanted to, they really just, because of the secrecy, couldn't get the truth about what the United States was doing.
When them are moving a secrecy, if them not release, you won't know. I know you hear a man to the deer, I know you know. No.
One interesting thing was that the effectiveness of the liars in our government, you know, the duplicity when we
Andrew Holness are the liest thing right now. Them still have the lies.
Formed the CIA, we committed our leaders to having two policies as loose as the rhetoric, the public statements, and the truth about what United States policy is. So an interesting measure of presidents is how effectively they lie. Interesting discussions that occur inside the CIA is about lying. Would you lie? You know, you're the DDO and you're going to testify to the Senate, and it's serious discussions. Are you going to lie? Because if you do, it's perjury and there's a chance you could go to jail, and yet, you know, the organization expects you to lie. President Carter was one of the most effective liars I have ever watched on television and through the media. As a poker player, man, I would never go up against that man. He could look at that camera and say things that obviously he knew were completely and totally false. And I would study his expression and I could detect nothing except occasionally a little wisp of a smile that wasn't consistent with what he was saying. Like he thought it was funny. But one of his more classic
tick, actually.
Yeah, well, the smile that I was referring to wasn't that. It was just a kind of like he was repressing a grin, like he thought it was funny. How he rationalized these things, I don't know, but one of his most conspicuous lies was when he sat down with Manley just a few weeks before the elections in Washington and told him face to face that the CIA, don't have the CIA doing anything to destabilize you or your government. We have no such program going, when obviously he did. And he pulled it off to the point where even Manley was troubled. Very effective liar.
Manley come back and him said them tell him about Bobo, but him know. And him explain. Them couldn't trick Manley, you know. Him did know. You understand? They could knock up something but with more with CIA this again. So I'm gonna move that one day. Let me hear this. Let me hear this. Hear this.
In the 1970s, a tiny Caribbean island stunned the world. Not by war, not by gold, but by picking a side, one that risked everything. That island was Jamaica, and the side, communist Cuba. At the height of the Cold War, when most of the world was choosing between Washington and Moscow, Jamaica didn't just shake hands with Fidel Castro, it embraced him. While other Caribbean nations tiptoed carefully between the world's superpowers, Prime Minister Michael Manley took bold steps that left even his allies confused and his enemies furious. In 1975, Fidel Castro landed in Kingston, not in secret, not with guns, but to cheers, parades, and a hero's welcome. Thousands gathered at National Heroes Park, waving flags and singing. Some cried, others stared in disbelief. A Cuban leader openly celebrated in the heart of a country once loyal to Britain. Why did Manley, the son of a national hero, welcome a revolutionary leader into Jamaica with such open arms? The answer starts with a nation in crisis and a dream of something bigger. Michael Manley came to power in 1972, promising change, deep change. He saw poverty not as a fact of life, but as something to fight. He talked about justice, fairness, and giving the poor a chance. His plan? Democratic socialism, a middle road, one that kept democracy but promised economic equality. But as Manley tried to lift up the poor, the rich began to panic. Business leaders...
Panic. The PSOJ. Can't call them the clique, you know. We can't play man, they call them the clique. The PSOJ. If we just make the poor, Andrew no lo, hey, Andrew forget one way, you know. Andrew line in one pocket. Mandy when them dead, them same poor. You can't find a house to Manley or nothing. No, Andrew for go away. No PR around here. None. I'm sure you face the court long time. Them man you make, hey, enough man that you see a Sykes. I have to come out and say, listen me. Him are the Chief Justice to answer because I'm Manley. You know, the free education and it's give me the chance that me yes can stand up here so. Me dep me a country me I come from, me never know me could have reached this. Enough more of them. Enough doctors and lawyers and them go through the same free system. Manley have him way right now with be a beacon a shine. And yes, still it's the same Andrew say, them most up in the 70s after them do this to our people. The truth have to come out now, have to start to them to go away, you know. Them to go away. And him alone for charge for terrorism neither, you know, Chris. Queen, he and the one of them were the devil monks him for charge for terrorism against the state. We don't know people are talking about them are politicians and all kind of things. Eh? Come on now. Watch this.
Leaders saw higher taxes, foreign investors saw risks, and Washington saw red. Still, Manley didn't back down, he doubled down.
So, himself get tax. The rich them little more. Them night. Them push back, hear this. I make the poor all right.
He reached out to countries that shared his ideals, and among them, Cuba stood out. Castro had defied the United States, built schools and hospitals, and offered medical aid across the region. Manley admired that.
So Castro, although them a try sing Castro, one thing would be, you know, if you watch, I know what people are saying, you know, now watch your action. Speak louder than words. So them a try condemn him. When Baptiste did I run this, so remember you have some company from US, them are do good. But Castro come and Castro change up that because the poor man, them this and that, and them train up him doctors, them, and them build school and other thing around help in the Caribbean and help down in Africa. Them not like that. If US did say, okay, we love when make a respect on the little Caribbean, instead of go build up China will rise against you now, rise against we in the West. You'd have used them same factory that the one of them iPhone and them thing they make a Jamaica and other Caribbean island and car and everything and car parts. That's the lift we up. Not handout. Man, this is self-reliance. You think we're idiot? Eh? Not some phone local centers. Them don't work. So who have the job them there do? Eh? Continue. Continue.
He wanted Jamaican children to read, Jamaican mothers to survive childbirth, and Jamaican workers to have rights.
A damn thing. Holness, when you talk about achievement, a damn name achievement, yeah? Remember, I put them in, you know. You come and talk about achievement and them things. You don't have no achievement, none. You got achievement at the 28 bank account. You don't achieve for yourself.
In Cuba, he saw a partner who believed in people before profit. And Cuba, they saw in Manley a rare friend in a hostile sea. The connection was electric. Cuba sent doctors, engineers, and teachers to help build Jamaica's future. One project stood out: the Jose Marti Technical School, built with Cuban aid and named after Cuba's national hero. This wasn't just a school, it was a symbol, a message. Jamaica wasn't looking only to the West, it was building its own path. And Cuba was walking beside it. But not everyone clapped. The United States grew nervous, then angry. Washington saw Jamaica as drifting into the Soviet orbit. The CIA, which had already tried to crush revolutions in Latin America, now turned its gaze to Kingston. Reports of covert interference began to rise. Guns started to flow into the country. Political violence soared. The 1976 election, meant to be about ideas, turned into a bloodbath. Nearly 200 Jamaicans were killed in political clashes that year alone. Still, Manley stood firm. In a fiery speech at a PNP rally, he declared, "We are not for sale." The crowd roared, but behind the scenes, things were falling apart. Tourism dropped, the economy staggered, middle-class professionals fled. The media branded him a dictator in disguise. Rumors swirled that Cuba was sending weapons, not just doctors. Some believed Manley was turning Jamaica into Little Havana. Meanwhile, the Cold War was heating up, and the United States wasn't playing nice. The US wasn't just watching, they were intervening. Declassified documents now confirm that the CIA was involved in destabilizing Jamaica during Manley's time. There were attempts to influence the media, to fund the opposition, to control the narrative. The US feared another Cuba in the Caribbean, and they were willing to do almost anything to stop it. And they did. By 1980, violence reached horrifying levels. Gangs tied to both political parties unleashed terror on communities. People died in the streets, and the hope that once burned so brightly under Manley's leadership started to flicker. In the October 1980 general election, the people voted, and they voted for change. The Jamaica Labour Party was swept into power, promising stability and a reset. One of the first things the JLP government did in 1980, it realigned Jamaica with the West and cut ties with Cuba. But here's the thing. The relationship between Jamaica and Cuba in the 1970s wasn't just about politics, it was about vision. Manley wasn't trying to make Jamaica a copy of Cuba. He was trying to say, we can be more. We can stand tall without begging. We can dream our own dream. Now, more than 40 years later, the question still lingers. Did we lose something when we walked away? Now let's hit you with 4 powerful facts that rarely make it into textbooks. Bonus fact 1. The Jose Marti School, built with Cuban assistance, became one of Jamaica's largest technical high schools, empowering generations with real-life job skills, even after ties with Cuba were cut. Bonus fact 2. Cuba continued to offer scholarships to Jamaican students even after the JLP government broke diplomatic ties. Bonus fact 3. In 1980, Fidel Castro said publicly that he would never interfere with Jamaica's democracy, even as...
Here, So all these things was lie, and them go around and them go around and them come to destroy the place. JLP not good enough. Nobody outside can infiltrate unless you have traitors. JLP the traitors. Them kill our own people, burn down Eventide home, do this to destroy our country, and then it hurt when Andrew wanna stand up, you're not into something, dark there, and destroy, and at them destroy the place. Nearly destroy so much people. Them should even hey, people never get serious stuff, you know. That's why when them reel up and come with them live, I have to crush them. I have to crush them. Them to go away. Yeah.
Adequate medical care. If the schooling is adequate for all, and remember, Cuba has...
There's so much different thing me I show now. And not Jamaica me I show you know. Yeah? Just look again.
Adequate medical care. If the schooling is adequate for all, and remember, Cuba has more doctors and more teachers per capita than any country in the world. And they have succeeded in these areas, and it's all state supported, which means people don't have to put money out for the medical care or for they of course pay the cost indirectly as a whole society, but they don't have to pay the bill in the hospital and so forth. And so that cannot be allowed to stand. It's a very bad example for the United States. So there is a very large mass of people out there who can look at Cuba and say, well, if they can do it, and on a per capita income of $2,000, $2,500 a year, where ours is $22,500 a year, what's wrong with our system? I mean, maybe we ought to consider an alternative.
That's why Nicaragua, Sandinista Nicaragua, had to be destroyed.
Exactly. They were a bad example, and that's why Grenada had to be destroyed, because any movement that comes to power with the idea of providing for all the people and of escaping the control of the United States and its economy, let's say the corporations and so forth, then that is bad news here in the United States in the upper circles of power.
Hey, but you watch them things that grieve you, you know. I see these people are up and down about third worm. Them shouldn't even know power and no time at all. The guy not supposed to take our money. None at all. You understand? None at all. Hold on, make I put up one more of that. Hold on. I will put up one more of that, you know. I'm going to put up this. This bad man.
They tried in 1976 to organize a military coup to overthrow Michael Manley. In 1976, they supported attempts to assassinate Michael Manley on 3 different occasions. The little man who led Jamaica, who spoke at Savior's Day, was such a threat to our government that they attempted 3 times to assassinate the man in 1976. So later, they found a way to get rid of him through riots in the street over food when they cut off assistance to Jamaica. This is America.
But remember, and this America, that's just as JLP, like Siaga, and with Queen E, and the rest of all guards, them should have charged for treason. You know, sell out the country. They don't do that. So this is not a part where you ramp with. That is not a part where you ramp with. We not ramp with this, you know, ramp with a part there. We literally kill the people then. Destroy Eventide, you know. And that Queenie should have put up with him Charles Warmington. And let me just put him up again, you know. Because when you run out to put up, you always put up your grandfather, your great-grandfather, you know. Always do that. The first thing you have to do, you know, put up this guy. You could put him up again because when I put them up, when you put up anybody, say, I don't know, will and them thing there. See that? You look on the wall and you think them. When you do anything at all, they put up this guy, you Queenie. I'm give him a piece of this, you know. But him run out yesterday with him bag of foolishness. That's why $100 while. Make sure you put up this. Make sure, remember, move this. Make sure you put up that. See him there? So when them come to Jamaica, yeah, if that the ship should have sink with him, see him biography there. I remember this a slave master. See him slave them when them buy slave people. Look here. Let me show you, see there? See him pick them, they're the one that were born in a Jamaica. See him great grand people, them in Pupa, in great grand uncle and grand aunt, and the one of them. In a St. Catherine. See where them come from? England them come from. Cornwall. See, him great grandfather, yeah. That mean like maybe in 4 great, it's his name, Joseph Farmington. See where the aunt him great grandmother there, Elizabeth Keast. Then come from Cornwall and with this them back. See them there? So when them come to Jamaica, yeah, people, that look up Peter, him as slave for go. See them St. John's and St. Catherine people, parish. If you look back in the 1700 and like a part of 1800 early, you have like 22 parish, you know. So you have St. Catherine, you have St. Thomas in the Vale, which are St. Catherine now, and St. David are St. Catherine too. So yeah, I think Clarendon observed peace are one of them too, you know. So St. Thomas in the Vale, this are St. Catherine right now, this. Yeah, and this, St. John, this, and look at slave, remember, see that? See him by a slave there, 5 and slave, whom that and see him by more slave there, and the ear when him buy the slave then. Him did have more than this. But it don't show you, and see him picking them a color, see that free child. John Joseph Queenborough Warmington, see, free child. Look again, baptized 1820, see there? One of them are the one that come down where I look and do, you know. The one of them are the one that come on ship. They come to this, he made the piece of ship, the ship should have sink with him. They won't have Queen here give so much chat with him looking nasty self. See that one here? See that? John Warmington. I want to St. John, them by them slave. See that free child. Baptized in a St. John, in a St. Catherine. Elizabeth Warmington, that's the sister, that's the daughter. She's born 1821. Look at her color. Half color. So you know, so the slave in great grandpapa rape and can them rape both men and women slave, you know. Broke the man them and rape the woman them. So see it half color, see it again free. Color and free. See it again. So I'm go down there, I saw him get picked down there, that's the one the black tutus. Him great grandfather a rape at all. Yes? See it, look here. Francis Lenyan Warmington, born 1823, half color. See the color and free. You see? So the Warmington will come down there. Him down there, breed half slave. Yeah, see that? And I want about 1824. And then born, see that? Jennifer, see that? Look at now. Colored, look at colored. Daughter of Charles Warmington. See there? And Elizabeth Queensborough baptized. And it's 1827. You understand? And it's one of them own. So this guy come from a slave family. That guy was called Mark William. Is a back of my Simon people. It's a nastiness. See? So anytime I talk, when I Google Charles Warmington, slave owner Jamaica, I want to see it. I want to read everything about it and read the will and everything, yeah? So anytime I say Queenie, give me copy off one and throw it to him. What him with newspaper and give him, make him know, say, him, a Warmington from St. Catherine, when come from slave breed, slave master breed. That's what, hey, you saw a man go the little one then? All up in the New Kingston night time when him go pick up. You saw the man go the little one then? Three great grandpapa used to block slave. That's the male one, them block them, bend them. So you have to bend them and lend them. So now he make the little one, them and bend him and lend him. You get a little thing and what have you, him for go, you know. Him have the trait. Him is nastiness. Yes? You leave a Mark Wallen father and go now, the leave you got a Mark Wallen, but I talk about some other people. And him and them do it, you know. The same fish headless and the one of them say them do this, you know. Cause both them community, them big and dance and foolish, man. Eh? Them fool, you know. Yes. Them fool, man. But you run out. Me think Holness should say, when we go, yeah, I know tutus, blacky tutus. That's why I'm very blacky tutus. Somebody I laugh today, and I'm and I say, Lord, so, oh, you remember them name, them name that from the 70s, they call them name, I call people your blacky tutus. That's why I'm still some man, that little piece of shit. Yes. You understand? You have the politics. I have nothing. You come tell me Mark Golding, himself the declaration don't certified. And if you have 30 bank book because your prime minister have 28. And if Mark around 474 million and them don't know where it come from because Andrew won 473. You know, I'm not like this. So you're going back 190 years. And I talk about Will and you with your big dirty thinking, say you're fool like. Eh? And when you look, you come from Charles, hey, if me could have go back in a time, we could sink the ship, you know. Yes, man. So, you know, that germ's no ban bonya. You understand? If you go away, man, him should need no politics. Well, I mean, I've now watched him with them great-great-grand people, them, you know. Now watch what I'm doing at the 70s, come up to 1980. He was part of the JLP with this tribal place. Nobody shouldn't vote for him. He is a nastiness. See? And this is what Holness are saying. Look at now. Hear what Holness are saying. But yesterday put out them. Yeah.
We must communicate to the people the facts. And in this world of social media, where grievance politics and negativity sells, we have to work even harder to make sure that our story is in the forefront of the minds of the voters.
So he want to use a storyteller answer this. Story now coming no story, you know. Reality we are dealing with. We do facts checking. He might do story. Me not read storybook. No, I'm not time for that right now. You understand? Yes. Continue.
So you face a difficult task. But you have to be constant.
Yes.
You have to be persistent. And you have to be consistent in giving the people the facts.
He never give nobody a time no facts yet. Them they are wolf. All right. So if you play him in a couple months ago, come up, you know them not do nothing. I'm gonna ask you something, people. Because we're not upset. Let me play this. I'm gonna ask you something. I'm gonna ask him to.
As you prepare to face an election, it is important that you understand that you are part of a bigger picture.
No, where my taxi?
A pixel in a beautiful tapestry that is going to be created for Jamaica.
Yeah, there.
You are, and there is a mission that the entire organization is geared towards. And you need to understand that mission.
Let me show you the man them fool. You know, watch me now. Let me show you the man a fool. Now I'm play him back here so now after this. You see, all this what I tell you, if you have a pandemic, we not build no, we not have no new open. And I like we build some brand new factory. And I will see work run by the thousands. Now for the people them that work, enough a matter of fact, and this is a matter of fact. Enough doctor and nurses leave, enough police leave the force. So they were cut. Them leave, go overseas, got to up job. In the last year, them have nearly 2,500 nurses. No, teacher, that's a teacher. When the other one come and say, well, I want 1,500 leave, but now I don't 800 and had leave now. In a 9 months, you remember? Nearly 2,500, 2,400 and had. And every year, much leave. Every year, more than 500 police leave. No matter what them are putting in. So they're like, yeah, Adan, but you know, lose. Different from the one them retired and everything. Them leave. So they're like, them put in no more job. You understand? Saying, and they're like, them put in no more job. No, piece of shit. So we know, say, you're one of the rape of them too, you know. Look at you call somebody ugly, something. Me got on me ugly, you know, me ugly, right? Yes. Me not admire man, you know. You got admire a raper where you talk on that man. Because una rape children together, yeah? Yes. Because no man not supposed to admire me. No man. Yeah? All right. So let me just teach you something. Yes. So you see that because you are big mama them and them thing. No, you not admire me. Me and Una no in them class there. Me and Una go and me not go in a pirate dish. Keep on look a pirate dish to yourself. Una big mama and queenie. Keep on there so. Man supposed to ugly and tough and rough and baby. You piece of shit. Keep in your pirate dish and don't come over here. You piece of shit. All right. Run it again. Yeah, I say you have to deal with them in on it. We never put them in. With them big dirty thinking self. If I try to follow, you remember nobody can distract me, because me well, you know, well and all kind of little things. See? Yes. So man for ugly and custy, yeah, my boy not supposed to admire house. No man. Yes. For my wife, so lovely, yes, but good. Yeah. So me supposed to be the beast, and my wife be the beauty. But look pan drunker, look pan drunker, I call people ugly something. Well, I could just done drunk at the same time. I could done drunk at the same time. Fast. I could just speed and done drunk at the same time. I'll finish it and Jonas. Can anything come up, go bounce it off in us? Look on drunk. Look how I'm beautiful. I'm saying, a child molester, you know. Yes. See the piece of shit, yeah? That's a child molester. You can look on that. Eh? You're a piece of shit, yo. Go around, go in your pirate dish, man. Nastiness. Yes. We don't want to put them on here now. Yes. All right. So let me say something to you now. Let me say something to you. Go back to Andrew Holness. Him come out. You are telling me now. The people them are leave. The police, the nurses, the one of them are leave, right? Job and I like him create now a new job. You know, say no new factory open. Some people now go back to the work. Jamaica full of hustlers. When we look at Staten, it showed me 1.3 to 1.3 million people at work. Just last year. Come and have it, me take it off. It showed me Porsche in 2015, 1.3 million too. But Porsche have a couple 100,000 more than him. Then they put it from 1.3 and put it at 1.3 million. 1.3 million something. Yeah? Like at 350,000. In the 1,320,000 portion, they must say 1,325,000. Right? In a fair time. What them do, I start them change up in a PIOJ. Because only say I walk and I beg, you know, because I remember in the places I work, we have a big pandemic. No new job, not creating a Jamaica, none. But yes, still the guy when named Wayne Henry. Like I went out the other day, in the election, January I go down, after one is come and tell the same now have no money, but in 3 years they are wait and everything. Wayne Henry go out and put out say the job thing, go to more people at work now. They change it, you know. Film win local government election, can't win. In October, I'm do it again. So I push it down to 3%, 3.5. But him can't show me what the new job them there. Come on, tell you this. PIOJ can't tell me and tell you about no job. You know who that do this? If starting the go on and finish them job. The other day when them do in 2020, yeah, we don't know the situation of the country. Because you can't go to workplace about workplace. And you know most people are awesome. Remember just telling you this. Everything what them put out is bogus. That not done, the census not done from 2022. I remember Andrew, just me have the video them, just take up Andrew in the last month. Can you imagine Andrew know say him up. Him that go run and I beg you and I tell you say, just work with him that Andrew that do this, hear this. Hear this.
Placing the economy on a sustainable path. Within the next 2 to 3 years, every Jamaican is going to feel the benefit of that in some way. You're feeling it now.
Andrew would not use these words. That's me tell you, so them food, we can't catch them and style them, you know. We can't style them. Andrew would never use them kind of word, yeah. You hear me? Andrew that tell you, oh, I'm fixed, and Andrew that use this. This is the last year. Just hear this. Hear this. Make we hear if Andrew say I'm fixed, him say I place it. In a 3 years, you're going to feel it. I'm going to show you say when I talk of foolishness. Now I play something else. I'm going to play something before this. Andrew, them not have the brain, you know. Yeah? So them have the media house down there when I work. He might attack us now again, you know. He might attack social media. But you me not do tabloid. I hold them with, yeah. You understand? With data, real data. Look on this. This is Andrew last year. Look here. I'm going to ask you now again. I'm going to ask Andrew again. Andrew, watch me. I'm going to put up this, Andrew. Yeah, we will come out of Andrew mode. Let me ask you something. Yes. You have Andrew attack these things last year, January. If him did fix the economy and him have much work and them all kind of little things, what them do, they make the Wayne Henry like the other day run out and say, "Who this go down?" So all these things are just prop up when a real, them not have no data. Them never run that where the PIOJ get the data from. Because when them come at each house, them are gonna know who in their work, who not work and everything. So they get a real data. If you know what kind of work you do, which part of work and everything. So them 100 from 2020, I know that not done. Him not pay nobody. Because I know some more than 60% of our people them hungry, you know, below poverty, you know. Yes. But this is what them say them are set up for food people. You can't fool nobody. Tell me if Andrew that do this. You'd have said this to the kids, them if him did fix the economy. And by the way, who not live through it, you know, I want to see the struggle with them I got you. Where everybody I got you. And we are saying, and we spend 4 billion, go give a people them in and send the next 3.8 billion. And we are keep up Jamaica, we. Never another day. So when them come out, we know a lie. Watch this. Watch this. Man, I hear that, you know. May I use him one word and I beat him. Look on this. I'll teach you something. Watch out. Look here.
I'm taking the time.
Listen, Andrew, now. Listen here.
Or there is some reserve money that is out there somewhere that the government can just read.
Hear this.
No budget to repair roads. No. Where we had to go through what was called fiscal consolidation, austerity measures. We had to manage what we spent to get ourselves out of debt.
Good.
Today, our debt to GDP ratio is somewhere in the region of about 78% by the time we get to the...
All right, so let me tell you again with the debt. I'm going to show you something with the debt. The debt prediction from 1999, it show you what them for do and carry it down stable to 2030. Not him. So you put Mama B, them come set it back on track because them did break it, you know. So it set back on track, all the need for this just go and pay it down and it go down. So every year it predict where all it for go and it will go 52% by 2030. Me I got show you the graph. Me I got show you the graph. I'm about to do this is just PR him do again. Him not do nothing. Him not achieve nothing. You understand? Here him I tell the kids them this is last year. Can you imagine the government that you come out of pandemic and I blame Barry last year for everything in Jamaica mash up and we in a recession and we see it. And now you come up and talk about yes, and we're pointing to 200 other things and we achieve nothing. Achievement, I like what you say. Mama P come with the thing that will build up courage and the one of them place there. People benefit. Yeah? When you come with something we can see it like housing trust. And you come with something. Them have not like these things. The telecommunication thing where you see it spread and that achievements. Them have not like this. You know, for them achievement, for show you 2 Jeep, police Jeep, and police must have to get back them Jeep. That's why we have a government. For sure, I'll turn up, oh, we turn on up, that. Come on. You know, see them have sense? But you still by hospital run down and not there. And the place still broke. Eh? Hear this. If him did not achieve anything, that tell the kids them this. Hear this. Hear this now. Listen here. Not my word.
Next financial year, we would probably be about 74%. So I want you to understand the magnitude of what we have gone through. Through the sacrifice of your parents who endure.
People, this was just last year. 1 year and 2 months. This just take before the election local government. And me only hear about this thing, me not make it up. Listen to Andrew himself. Tell me now, if him that go on good like where PIOJ come out about 2023, him that come and tell anybody these things? I beg you for us, listen him out. Eh? No make them do the PR pound him for go here. Continue.
New taxation almost every year.
When does it a while? New taxation almost every year. Okay. And if you're listening to him tell us no tax. Me have the pink pizza to for show the same US tax. Not for him, I tell. So yeah, so when say new taxation, I'm right. I'm right. Then continue.
No budget to repair roads. No budget to invest in healthcare. No.
Stop it. The road did repair? No. Why it not repair? Him say him not have no budget to do it. But yes, still him run out now. We do it, but them do. And you can't fix the road and say you're cheap because the road should have repaired. The road is there already. It should have repaired. The healthcare mash up Ghana see a matter of fact. In 2022-23, them get travel advisor upon healthcare first time in the history of Jamaica. Destructive. And I know it not fix. So when Christopher Tufton when government tell about it, it have this, and when it done, and this for 8 years. People dead like rice grain, not even medication them have in the hospital. Healthy nation is a wealthy nation. You can't have a hospital, you can't have a country run and nothing in the hospital. But Smith get contract for 2.1 billion with a B for 3 years to bring in food. For feed the food when not feed. That are doing Smith. You see, man, them wife, I say I sign it. I'm the CEO. 2.1 billion for Kingston Public and what the other one named Jubilee. 3 years contract that, you know. 700 and like more than 700 million per year that, you know. 2.1 billion, 700 million. Me don't know the restaurant to make them money. All you need to do, you have your kitchen and people are cooking and buy the liquor in our cars to make them money there. Because we have so much hospital, that means how much money them are pay for food in the hospital them. You have to add it up, you know. I be a chap them, I want to move them fast, you know. I want to move them fast. He might tell you the truth, yes, sir, you know. Because he not tell the truth, you know, but yes, so he might tell you no budget. And he might tell you why. Yeah, why?
No budget to invest in public transportation. No budget to invest in garbage collection. No budget to build it.
All of them, you can't put the hole in the road. It's unbelievable, my man John in the hole. The healthcare gone to zero. The garbage collection, remember when it highlights 6 feet up in the air all over the place? Him tell you these things. And him say him not have the money. And him might tell you why him not do it, although them have so much money at chap. Hear why him do it now, hear this.
Auditorium that you're asking for. No budget to pay increased wages to our public servants. And we went through that process in order to bring down
the debt.
Our debt.
To service the debt. You hear? Hear this.
Sometimes I listen to the public conversation and it is disconnected from the reality of our situation.
Okay, sir. You hear? Listen.
It is important that the next generation of Jamaicans are grounded in our struggle and understand it.
Okay, we understand it.
And yes. Do not argue in public debates as if public finances just appear
out of the year.
From out of the ear, or there is some reserve money. that is out there somewhere that the government can just reach in and take.
Okay.
Everything that we have,
In the budget.
which is known as the budget, comes from you, all of you. Whether it is your GCT, your income tax, or the other taxes that you pay, or the other fees.
Yes.
The ability of the government to spend depends on
the revenue,
the revenues it gets from the economy.
Okay, all right. So I'm stop him there, so. So I'm going to get the revenue from the economy for spend. So if you, in a 2015, Mama P have a budget of like 640 billion to do everything. And now 2025-26, the budget of 1.27 trillion. Why this man going around and telling people, say, we don't raise tax, them raise tax, we must them take 35 billion. And fool, so. So where the other 600 billion come from? Where it come from? In print money? No, but him have the money. But him have to collect it, right? Where it come from? How the country run? But him not have no new taxes. But the money more than 100% double. The budget. Remember you have a 600 billion budget, you know. You have 1.2 billion right now, you know. Trillion. 1.2 trillion, it double. But no new taxes for 10 in food your fathers. And that a lie again. You remember finish, I'm going to show you them raise the money. Continue.
And if the economy isn't doing well, the government cannot spend.
You hear?
For many decades.
So go outside, Andrew. We know why you're not there for you. Go outside. Go outside. But hear him now. After them revise what we end we do. Can you hear this? Oh, me ask you, no must to maths and come one and what it equal to. If you have in a 2015 640 billion for run a budget. Oh, Andrew now reach 1.27 trillion. 6 and 6 are 12, right? Yeah, so it double. 1.2. I remember the last fiscal year was 1.3. It all look like up. So I'm going over $1 trillion budget. But I'm telling the people in Jamaica, and we do this without raising your tax. In full, you know. But anyway, when I'm raising tax, I'm going to cut out that right now. Let me show you something. Let me ask you something, Holness. This are the ministry paper. This is the ministry paper what we have. Right? No new taxes, right? People, look on your screen. What is? Want to see yourself. Ministry paper number 1717 revenue measure. Fiscal year 2017, 2018. Let me just run it through it quick. Him said no new taxes, people. We run this through the show last night. See the Minister of Finance and Public Service. Look on it. And it has showed the measure when do raise the taxes, see increase in special consumption tax. People themselves never increase no taxes. But if you read through the paper, with the ministry, I'm at a fact, I'm going down here, so. Everything here, so with them raise, yeah, this increase in rate from, all right, this is what I'm tell you about this. All right, these are the gas and them thing them raise, so, you know. These are the table, you know. Liquid natural gas, input 43 cents per it. Ultra low sulfur diesel, $1.07. Butane, $3.90. Propane, $3.90. Unleaded 87, $5.67. Unleaded 90, $5.67. Automotive diesel, $6.70. High fuel for the JPS in the people, $1.52. Heavy fuel, $7 add. Look how much money in yield from this. It has show you how much money in yield. The whole of them here where we see that this are give 7.8 billion. See that the annual potential revenue gain from the measure is estimated at 7.5 billion. That's just one thing. See that pricing cycle, petroleum, the new regime will be reflected at the pump price as of the 15th of March 2017. Andrew, why you going to tell people say you never raised nothing at 10 years? Brother, look here. The whole of the thing them where you raise the right front of we also, including light bill and everything, you know, brother. See them here? See them here, people never reach through the whole of them. I mean, Senate come going here. See them, see that? This is when them drop down the light from 350 kilowatt. Yeah? When them say, see that fit measure, you have so much money. Him drop it from 350 to 150. See that? Him reduce it. And see that the measure is expect to widen the tax net. See the tax base. See that when I see could see that in time of cricket it show. The measures expect to widen the tax base and reduce distortion. House members are being asked to note that only. Yeah? See that the consumption above one, so them are pay feet and them are tell them much house. How much money that come in with? 1 point, yeah, just round it over 1.5 billion. And that going to effect from the 3rd of April 2017, people. And see motor other taxes. See that? Motor vehicle, license and fees. Remember so much money him get off of this when him do it. The man I hear that, you know. Him get 464 million. Right? When this going to affect motor vehicle license and fees, effect March 13, 2017. May I play something with Andrew Holness now? General premium this or some insurance this. And him have raised money off. Let me see something. How much money? He raised 99 million off of this. Effective, see that? I said ending 2017, December. But Andrew, according to Andrew, in administration for 10 years don't raise not even one tax. Yeah? See the tax, people want to take a summary of this. Take a summary of this. See that? Measurement, see the measures together with the expect revenue impact is provided below. Tax summary. Revenue yield, the money where I collect. After see the tax, the increase, see the increase. Pan alcohol, see when they move it from there. Pan tobacco, that is tobacco thing from 14 to 17 per stick, that is cigarette. Increase in SCT and fuel. General content and tax. See the one of the money of people. And that year, him draw over 13.5 billion with a B. See that billion in a tax. And it continue to go up. Who signed it, people? Adley Shah, CD, MP, Minister of Finance, Public Service, same signature like not mine. March 9, 2017. All right. So listen this now. See that? Adley Shah signed it here. Adley Shah. See the whole thing here? But according to Holness right now, people. According to Holness, he might raise tax long time, yeah? According to Holness, he might raise tax from 10 years. These are lies. So he raise the taxes, tax raise ban things. I'm see other things where tax raise ban. That are government paper. That run through them thing. The Ministry of Finance that run through them thing. And you see who signed it at the time, Minister of Finance. See? They move the 150 right now complete. And more tax that them raise, you know. Them just move that. Sincere. But according to him, we might tell the people them no new taxes. And do he might tell you, say, he might tell the people them how him spend the money. No, them come with a new thing. Look on this. Hear this, what I say, so hear this. Hear this.
The communications arm of the party to put together a document of achievements.
You hear who put together a document of achievement? Wartag, Fish Headless, and George Davis them. Wartag and Fish Headless are up there. George Davis and Big Mama help them this. A communication part, I put together them achievement. You ever hear anything like this? That is what them call the communication, you know, Wartag, Sesame 21. Put together them achievement when them not have none. You're film achievement now. You can't believe this. Remember, you know, we are talking about Operation Pride. I go see the house of Karachi like 58,000 title. We are talking about, you know, things that man they bring in play, free education, free health system, free something like the phone. We say everybody have phone right now, right across the place. Like the highways where Patterson bring in, and them the achievements. Like the used car, when free up where everybody know can do have them vehicle run taxi and do this. One time we never have it. Patterson them do it. Like them carrying back the bus them now, because we get rid of JRS. Like the PAD program. You understand? Like enough of them program where they PMP can play some of the achievement what me talk about. Hear film achievement now. Hear them, hear this.
I asked the communications arm of the party to put
them I put together with them car achievements. Hear this.
together a document of achievements. I'm not talking frivolous achievements.
Hear this.
And they have come back to me with a document of over 250 significant achievements of the
so there is no 250 because the man not do nothing. If the needs did good and you go through, you could have said, well, them put needs and the people that benefit with needs, because that not go through and it's not good. If you have things where you put in where it benefits for everybody, like the radar, and you see benefit to the whole farmers them and everything, and then you have to buy the food that benefit Jamaica. Like the part and them thing that will take care of all medication for old people and everything where you benefit for Jamaica. Like that was the thing they named the health fund, national health fund, and like the part will take care of the kids, and then the health fund take care of the pills. You have things that benefit for Jamaica, right? Them have 250 achievements. They're still this kind of work. Him just say it, but just play it. Yeah? Him say have achieved 250 achievements in a for them head. Where you do turn on 2 pipe and cut 2 ribbon. And the little house them a check. Him not have no achievement. Hear this.
The Jamaica Labour Party. 10 years ago,
Hear this.
there were people who felt that Jamaica was a basket case, that Jamaica would fail, that Jamaica would go bankrupt. Because
nobody 10 years ago, 2015, said Jamaica go bankrupt. Who tell people feel that? That at 2011, when them bankrupt Jamaica, Mama P and Sir Peter Phillips have a crap on them knee. But man, they not cry up and go big IMF and we fund up some things and put back Jamaica on track. You understand? Mama P them have to do this. So nobody who said Jamaica a fail. So it may tell us that be a garbage in talk. Eh? Yeah, man. You tell him them have 5 million achievement they can call the election. Yes, can no sense, you know. Hear this now? But them fees that Jamaica a fail. Mama P did put it even I'm not talking about before I play that. Never play even the mania. Although him not too. But let me show you all the places stay before them straighten it out. Where Andrew them do it. Let me show you what Andrew. Hey, me have the thing them around here, you know. So me answer. Let me teach him something. Yeah, what the guy named Leaching? Yeah, well, Leaching I gotta tell you with Peter Phillips, where Andrew them done with the place. Yeah. Listen here. Leaching this at the time. Hear this.
Then Finance Minister, Minister Peter Phillips said, Mike, this is just before we signed the IMF agreement. Mike, I will do anything to make sure we don't get back into this situation. Wow. Because I had to literally, figuratively crawl across the room on my belly to beg for help. I'll never put another generation of Jamaica through that.
Remember, this Andrew Holness was the Prime Minister where Mama P get it from. This him them draft for him I tell about where Peter Phillips tell him. Him a feel literally crawl. Me just say crawl and me say it. Peter Mama P say it to but hear me. Them confess. Remember me not the tabloid, you know. Me not add nothing, you know. Yes. I'm on another nothing, you know. Listen again.
I can remember back in 2013, the then Finance Minister, Minister Peter Phillips said, Mike, this is just before we signed the IMF agreement. Mike,
When you think that joke, when does sell the while? Take this to Andrew Holness. They mash it up on the fault that are not paid, you know. But where the people them money and mash up a country. Andrew Holness the same one, you know. Only if you thank God for Mama Peter, you know. But what them do, them run out panar. And remember, I put out some things, the same church in 2021. No draw my tongue and people, oh, Sister P, only if you know when people mean good to know. And you know, love poor people, now make him chicken up. Film house big and shiny. Let me tell you this. People love poor people. If before you have a big shiny house on the hill, you not draw a card pan nobody. That you know don't your trouble Zion. Because you want to stay as firmly and simple as possible because your people them no rise. Yeah, let me tell you this. When you learn that here, no make him chicken up. You see my more and more shell company, no make him chicken up. Who not alone him a trick. The man have no achievement. You hear this? So I put that no, them are right foolishness and I rub them out. Make him write the 250, come put them out. You know, see the man said, man, 250 achievement. Look here.
I can remember back in 2013, the then finance minister, Minister Peter Phillips, said, Mike, this is just before we signed the IMF agreement. Mike, I will do anything to make sure we don't get back into this situation. Wow. Because I had to literally, figuratively crawl across the room on my belly to beg for help. I'll never put another generation of Jamaica through that. We're too blessed to have done that. Yeah. So I do anything to make sure we don't get back in that situation.
The situation, my mama Peter, you understand a joke? And she better Castello, I may read it. It's there, it's documented. And this man I go on, that's why I'm jumping over Mama Peter. So when I talk about Jamaica, and 10 years ago, it's bull crap. Bull crap. I remember showing you something. I remember showing you a draft. This is the draft. This is the draft I'm starting. So we might tell about the lowest anytime, and this is bull crap again, bull crap. Look here. I mean, if you understand this, you know, and you can't trick around here, you know. Yes. Look on your screen. Look on that screen here. Now, from 1999 to 20. You see, people, it forgot 2030. When I watch it, we never see it go up. So, see that? 99. See when it come, all right. 2009, see they 141. All right, see them catch it, huh? Them are the highest this in an period. Look at. Him carry it so, him get it so. See? By 2008, it the one, see what them get 117, 114, them give them, see that by 2008, it the 127 under them watch. 2009, it the 141. 141%, nearly 142, see the 90.93. 2010, 190, just barely drop. 2011, 139. And when she take it over from them, see where they are? 140, near 144. So it at Pana, she drop it by 2013, 138. 2014, 137. Mama P dropped that. Mama P come set this. So 2015 there, you hear him say get it 130. No, when she give him, see it at 2016. But tell me what, it's a prediction, them predict it. See where it's going there in 2030. See where them say it there now. See where it's going at 2028, 2029, 2030, it's with a 52.36. So it automatically set. But Andrew wanted, but we drop the man to go away. See there, start, see there, look on this. And yeah, so it aim figure. If it's not the real, it's the real little family, you know. But through the pandemic, see that 90, but it go up 100 in 2020, 109, 90, and it come back down on track. So by 2030, it will the 2030, it will the 52.36. So don't surprise. We know the graph. When you see the graph, You see the graph? So by 2030, it will the right there so. So then get a graph where you pay down, it will go right there so. So when them do we have it the low, listen. Me know where them projected, because if you continue pay like where you are pay, when me know it will reach next month, next year, the other year, 2028, 29 and 30. We know where it are there. Them have the graph. All them need for the dust don't break it. So if now come and go like a in, that is bullshit. That is bullcrap. Okay? Bullcrap. So this is about him achievement. If you break it, it was up. You have to just keep on the track where you get it. So it put out the him already. I'm sure the graph got 2030. They can't just go with them foolishness. Don't make him trick on the nonsense story. You understand? That's why I like have the raw data right here. Yes. Now you can't trick nobody again. This is not 2015, 2016. When you have a little $30 million. And you can't tell the million to go out, go tackle. No, remember, none of them can. They're nearly 2 hours. None of them can sit down and do a 2 hour or 3 hour show by themselves. None. Many have not asked. Them they look like them have sense to you. Trust me, 21 look like him sensible. You think you can come with lie and spin it? When I hear that, first and study man. You understand? Continue. Here it
was 130% of what we produce in any 1 year.
So that's a lie again. Me just showing you the draft. In 2015, you see where it go on? Yeah? Never 130, 120, right? You get to that 121, right? Remember the draft for them game, and remember that him do all him need to do. If him break it, it'll make it worse for me. Them game all him do, him just pay and just follow. And he go away 2 times. So that's what I talk about him to go away. Make him go away. Yeah? Him to go away. Because that given to him all him need to do. All the finance minister need to do, make sure it pay on time and everything. And take time go down. Okay? Yes. See? You see me I say? Yeah, man. It bad, man. Yeah, intelligent blogger. JP would not be in power. No, them couldn't have power, them could have come and treat the people them like this. You notice me can't answer him in a real time. And I show him everything I show it's a lie, I tell. It's stupid. You understand? Yeah, him a try. Remember, you know, him come now, I said this, and then I play him a couple months ago before when end we run out, and then the rest I give a wrong statistic. Him now said this, him I beg you to keep him because him did not pay down the debt. And that him depend most, you know. Then him blame Hurricane very loud. Remember me have the whole of the tape. You think I'm number one, you could not come out upon them, not even America shine. So when them come with that, them two be a face lie. Me sure you said them raise taxes, but him said them never raise taxes in 10 years. Not my word. They from him. Remember we have the paper, you know. We have the papers. We have it. We have the pink paper. We have the government paper. And we see where them put tax and tax rise. Meanwhile, when the dollar did value, you pay more for the things plus tax. Or you think you have $1.27 trillion budget. When it double where them used to have 2015, and but no new taxes. Where am I around with? He put our new taxes plus higher taxes. So this is not achievement. This is bullshit. Continue.
Meaning that if everything you produce,
you
put it together to pay off the debt, you still owe about 30% more.
So you never have no 130 there. Me just showing you the graph. So that's a lie again. So I'm going like, as somebody, I them put it up there, you know, can I show you how I them put it? In a 209 and 210 and 11, right? I'm going to pay them, have to take it down and set it that it can clear. And all him do, him have to just the finance ministry follow and pay it on time. That good. And take it down. See? And him and about him and when, listen, if him default on it like in a 2009, then we'll mash up again. So all them know, all Nigel did do, you just go and service it, that he can and go on the same trajectory. So now something about him, not tied to him. We might talk about bullshit. Yeah? Continue.
Today, we take everything that you produce and pay off the debt. We have 32% left for us. You think
for us.
it's changed? And people never believe it could have changed.
So that's when I talk about bullshit. This is not talking point. It's crazy. Me just play thing that this hey, and I talk. What the man not go, man? This make any sense? Continue.
One time, more than 10 years ago, 13% of Jamaicans were unemployed.
Ask him what was the 13%. Yeah? What am I tell us now? If you look on the thing, the man say people drop out of work. Can't no work no. Hey, how much more new plant hoping that people get work? Who absorb the workforce where I talk about? Who take them in? Because nobody now work, you know. Enough people leave from in the profession and gone. But we lack at even him say man talk about it. But you're still waiting and hey, them fool, you know. Front of your eye, them a do this. Think them can't trick you in an election here. What a full of shit. What a crazy. Eh? What the people them where work? Who gone back at the hotel? No place someone thinking about in the work, you know. People are hustle, wipe car glass, sell two look at thing. And remember, PIOJ don't have the statistic because they never finished the census in 2022. If you know who really are work and what kind of work them are doing everything, them don't have it. The one where them have from 2011. So that's supposed to happen 2021, but through the pandemic, them do it 2022, but they make sure don't pay because that show say we not too much. Yeah, too much people hungry. You understand? I'll be a fierce lie. Then be a fierce man. Yeah? So this will not come with it's so stupid, it's unbelievable. Eh? It's unbelievable. Continue.
Today, only 3.5%.
Him say only 3.5%, but you're still, everywhere where you go, when you look at million people and follow politicians and look for all flag and all kind of things, where you have a little road work. Where them people that come from? Because you can't say them no want to work, you know, and you give them a flag and them hold it, even with no face on it. Them want to work. No work no day. I mean, I ask you much more new factory you're open to absorb all these workers. You can't show me. Eh? But you're still 3.5. That is when end with bullshit. When end with Morgan McCarlin. Remember, this are the same Andrew Holness. Those few months, I have the one of them. I can't just show you them. Where my look here. See one of them here. See one of them here. Look here.
Fixing the economy, placing the economy on a sustainable path. Within the next 2 to 3 years, every Jamaican is going to feel the benefit of that in some way. You're feeling it?
Yeah, again. So next one, yeah.
Quality of life. And every Jamaican don't have to worry about their electricity bill. We can end energy poverty in Jamaica. No more bridge light, no more teeth light, no more hide and borrow light from your friend. You should have electricity affordable so that you can enjoy the best quality of life.
All right, and then we can't play around till the weekend in absolute poverty. No, we and we come now with a big old lot of thinking full self. Well, we have all the dockets, me have them. Everywhere I go, I plea, I beg, every podium where I go on, I beg you, well, true, we have paid on the debt. So I blame the debt now. For give him back a chance. For finish and then I put you outside next 3 years. Then we and we come now and put up the piece of shit like we are going to follow it. Remember, you know, you can imagine, you there your yard by the 100,000 in Jamaica. You hungry, you can't send your people to go to school, your granny sick and you can't buy a pill. And a man will tell the same take you out of poverty. It will make you more angry. He don't understand. It will make you feel more angry because the man will disrespect you. Not true. He might come and say, yes, you are right and we take people out of poverty. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. Remember, people are starved. If people come out of poverty, can you imagine? You are telling them now electricity poverty. But we just come and say something. And all of the things to them I run with it, you know. Same like when you see the green dot poll come out. Oh, he might go to call election. So I try all kind of things that want going to people. It did not make no sense. Yeah? But he might go around and I beg you, But last week and week before that when they run out. And we cut, we cut poverty now. It might come from 16%. There was no 16% on the chart. But have him that the house I show about with their 12%, 12.8%. So we come out. Oh, we cut from 16 in a 2023 to in the height of the pandemic when just ease up. We cut poverty. But we have not more people are big money see we are hungry like that. But we cut poverty from 16, or we never have 16% on the chart to 8. And we drop down work and nobody not get no work. We don't have no new make him tell me which new place them bill and it observe the workers. Make him tell me. Because you live in a ghetto and when you look everybody there on the corner see me in our work. And him forgot say people upload things every day. But just seems to tell people the same lie over and over. Him sick. This guy is sick. See? So this are for them thing but they might try. I mean I say it now work. All we have to just call election. You're the 100% man and you do all kind of thing. Call election man. Go away man. See? Yeah, they analyze them when matter about accomplishment. Nothing, no accomplish nothing. Nothing. Yeah.
Change. One time, when budget are read, everybody worried. Because in a one term for your government, them raise $34 billion in tax, meaning that them go in your pocket and take out the money in order to fund the budget extra. You have had 10 budgets from this government with no net new taxes.
All right, so hear this. Him said no net new taxes. I'm going to show now again. Out of film out again. I'm going to put it up since him does say it, yes sir. I'm going to put up back this again. No net new taxes. No net. See net new taxes are people. See that? And see much money there. And see the year summary there. See that? Gross total. This are just 1 year. See the year. See how they shall sign it up. And see everything there. Electricity. 20% for motor vehicles. See taxes are people. 15%. See the other taxes there and put on the thing them there. This are just 17, 18. And from 16, we have tax and put on there too. Continue. So this was $13.5 billion. See that? But him not put on no new taxes. You understand? See that? Eh? Me not tell the man I that man. He might tell me something, but we have it. Eh? We have it. And him said 10 years. No new taxes. This is, I don't know who them, but yes still. You are on a budget. But you get 10 years ago. 640 billion. But you get somewhere, oh, you work million. Remember, you can't get no money nowhere otherwise, right? But somewhere you work money that the budget itself double. 1.27 trillion. But no new taxes. But we are sure some have new taxes. Yeah, them go want people to vote for and then dump them, man. Yeah. Oh, you know, man, Esmel. Me know you know that, man. Hey, him think say, then Esmel, you can know this. Ishmael, you can know this. And then you have your area where you come from. Yeah, and you are one of the man them where critical thinker. And then you have your brethren, them and you make your brethren go and fall in a trap. Eh? Nobody now fall in a trap. Andrew must step on the ballot. Andrew must start behind the ballot. See? This bad. So this is what they might do. I'm not sure what my wife do. The man said no new taxes, and we are asking him, so how you fund a budget from 640 billion to 1.27 trillion? It doubled on more than 100%. So where the money that come from, Andrew? Out of your pocket? Eh? Last year we shot around 45 billion, shortfall, See? He might take money from all out of NHT for fund budget. They mash up the bus. For him take over the bus, what parties come in with over 100 billion. Hear this. Jamaica go on good. Hear this. Let me play this. We don't follow Andrew. Hear this. Hear this.
I'm Deidre Ann Gordon with the Midday News. Chief Executive Officer of Boss Furniture Omar Azan says the Jamaican economy is in the worst position it has ever been and has blamed the poor economic policies for the country's.
But Holness, I tell you, say, all right. Him can show me which make Holness and him minion. Me, I tell him this. Me stop talking about him when him can tell me which company observe how much 100,000 people, like 300,000-400,000 people, and give them job. New people. Film got 3 point out. I'm not about to call him name again. Tell me the company, because one company couldn't do this. That means it have to be couple hundred company do it. I'm gonna take 100 and 200 and 500. But you talk about nearly 500,000 people. Him for tell me which company take them. Yes? Making sure with the company will absorb them in and give them job. And them have good money. You piece of crap, yo. Tell them for sure we want. Tell them for sure we all the company will take them in. It not have no sense in a real time. Eh? This are the Boss Furniture CEO. This are what, 2 weeks ago? Hear this. Hear Azan.
Stagnant growth. Mr. Azan's negative view of the economy comes against the background of discussions on the failure of commercial banks to reduce their lending rates to their customers, despite the Bank of Jamaica reducing its policy rate. Following a further reduction in the policy rate last week from 6% to 5.75%, BOJ Governor Richard Bowles and Finance Minister Favour Williams urged commercial banks to follow suit. But speaking today on the morning agenda on Power 106, Mr. Azan said the BOJ and policymakers need to shoulder some of the blame. He says the BOJ took too long to reduce its rate while trying to control inflation, adding that policymakers need to intervene to change the culture of banking in Jamaica.
I'm not saying I'm not blaming the commercial banks because they have a big part to play in lowering their rates. But what I'll say to you, just like any other businesses operating out there, when you have a devalued currency and the dollar moves to 165 or 162 to 1, and you buy your goods and services or your raw materials and you bring it in, it takes a while for the pass-through effect to take place. So I'm not sure how the banking sector operates and if there's what they call a timing thing that needs to happen. But, you know, yes, the Bank of Jamaica needs to pressure them, but I think more needs to be done to get our rates and policies in place to allow banks to lend money, to allow businesses to be competitive on the...
So, this Omar Azan, Boss Furniture Boss, the CEO of Boss Furniture, and them are the biggest supplier to courts. Plus him supply overseas and everything. And he might tell you how the economy is here right now. It's around 2 weeks ago. But Andrew, I went up and down and I give a false data like we don't know. Remember, anywhere we get the data from, we can go there, go look for one. Remember, we're first in study, you know. I'm going to keep data too. And me, I tell him, sure, which part around 500,000 people you put Punjab, new people. Show me. Show me which part of the bill, new factories, and what kind of factories and what them are work. That them get observed in a job. I want them for sure way. Ishmael, no, I remember say them trade and skill that, you know, so I don't even have to tell them that, you know. I remember for them thing, you know. Look here, Big Mama, Fish Headless, Queenie, Trust Me 21. Yeah? You can go on, Patrick Beard, go on, Newton Enos, the one of them, you know, the one from down the mayor from down, so we get the chap. The tree someone there. The other one, Gager. You can't just go and name them. Tell me long tongue. Just name. And them thing, man. Them good. Them have a club, you know. Them have them boys club. Yes. True, we are man, we not join boys club, we're good. You know? Yeah, I join my wife's club. See? Yes. I mean, I like crowd, you know. So, you know, my man, I'm good. You know, yes. I not crowd up my place. Yes. See? Yes, so, yeah, I'm next half, so I'm good, you know. And then I have my kids, them have my grandkids, I'm good. All right, continue.
Global sphere.
Chief Executive Officer of Boss Furniture, Omar Azan. In the meantime, turning to the state of the economy, Mr. Azan says businesses and consumers are struggling due to high interest rates.
Whoa.
He says banks will soon be in a similar position.
Everything's going to start going haywire, and I'll tell you something, the government better call election quickly because the balloon is about to blow.
Okay.
The economy is in the worst position that I have ever seen it in my 30-odd years of business. The buying power is the weakest. Remittances are down. Tourism is struggling. Everything is struggling. And what are we doing? We're doing things to stifle the economy with our monetary policies coming from the Bank of Jamaica and the Ministry of Finance. People out there that are living and working in Jamaica may all seem fine and dandy when the politicians step out on stage and speak high and mighty of how great the economy is doing. But look at how many hungry people are out there that are struggling, how many businesses are finding it hard, right? So we need to start waking up the government, the opposition.
Chief Executive Officer.
So if you have top predator in our jungle, top predator, apex predator, and them ball out. So we have the top man them in our country. We have the real big companies. And them are ball out now. Can you imagine the little man with just a tripe on the corner? But Andrew somehow with Wayne Henry come out. We doing and we have this. Me said, ask him where them put the 500,000 people. Show me the factory where them are work. And show me where them are work. Everybody are big, you know. Same way all out. Just couple of nights, see them all about a big. The man stupid, you know. You can't show me one new factory with them build. Observe all these people. But yes, still, the lowest turnout and the history. We might tell these things. You know what I'm going to say just a few months ago, up to last year, you might beg us stay with me because of the time, but we are carried on the debt. Then in third one, I start blame beryl. You remember? Beryl, the road, beryl. No, we ain't run out with this. Oh yes, we have the economy in full your fault. Eh? You think more talk can trick we? Yeah, him forget fired, you know. The guy wait, hey, you forgot where you know. Yeah, destruction to the country. Continue.
Boss Furniture Omar Azan. In its latest report on Jamaica's economy last week, the Planning Institute of Jamaica said it grew by 0.8% in the March 2025
For the whole of last year, it not grew. It dropped me of it. So, oh, you talk about your economy, and you still see all the 10% people are ball panic right now. Everybody are lose all over the place. The biggest setup company then. But Andrew, I tell you, say you are right when you hungry. You know, big like them and have money like them, but them are ball. Half of them thing gone. But Andrew, I tell you, say you're right on the country. And you depend working up. Andrew must, number one, Andrew not supposed to chat to win either, you know. Andrew not supposed to be on the ballot. Don't chat.
Quarter, marking its exit from technical recession. The PIOJ said the turnaround was driven by rising consumer confidence, increased employment.
So, oh, you have rising consumer confidence. Oh, you have rising consumer confidence when them not have no money for buying nothing. That make consumer confident. And the man them say, nah, spend half for them business boat and them have. You ever hear anything like this? Or if you have a rising consumer confidence, when them do have the money are devalued. You know, say, me not tell you, I be a foolishness stuff go away. Remember, Andrew said he can't play chess. No, at the same board with you, but me old man teach me play draft. Me know me can't play, but me know me not ask, so me know you can't win me. Because I can't tell you up front, I take your play plus my play and beat you anytime. Me just play one time and beat you. You will never win me. Yes. As a comp on my board, I beat you. So when I'm talk about him play chess, I play chess with man, you know, yes. With Mama Angie, well, chess. Me and Mama Angie play chess, but I play draft. You see, him can't play chess. Chess? My chess. No, man, I play chess with my wife. But me not play chess with nobody else. Now I play nothing. You understand? Me not do that. Yes. That chess business now, sir. See? Yes. You understand? See? So this, when I'm talking bag of crap. Andrew Holness. Who run out with this, run out with a bag of crap. Them man I tell you the state of the country right now. This is around 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks. Hear this.
And stronger external demand.
Here.
Close to 2 months after the 10% tariff on goods exported from Jamaica to the United States took effect, Chief Executive Officer of the separate group, Richard Pandowi, says from a supply chain standpoint, the impact on manufacturers has been worse than during
the impact on manufacturer. So you could have manufacturer when 10% will cripple your country. But yet still you have the lowest worker, and these people not take on a worker by the way, you know, them more are cut. Nothing like down for them, them feel it. But Andrew, somewhere I tell you, the one we anyway a pirate, you know. Anything when they anyway, you know, from a man, not two man them, like we anyway. You have to put Morgan to him, name is a pirate. PIOJ, remember him did around a shah, you know. I get 5.79 million for those advisor, you know. So I draw him, say I draw one, you know, them for fire him. Because this one put out it wrong. I mean, never see nobody from PIOJ come and do press briefing and I tell. And I tell you something about 21 and 23 when we are 25. 25. 2 years out. And then Andrew used that now put in her speech. When I play back Andrew's speech, I play my love after this. She just start Sunday. Look for Andrew them face. But at them people I listen to. People from PSOJ will spend the billions, yeah? Yeah. Yeah, man.
the COVID-19 pandemic. Mr. Pandowi says his company has been trying to find alternative markets. Describing supply chain shocks during and post-COVID as a nightmare, the separate CEO says businesses are having a harder time sourcing and receiving products.
Oh, you have other side sourcing it, but Andrew tell you who people are. When I ask him, who observe all them workers, they're around 500,000. Oh, make him show me. Because when they bought all over Jamaica, when they say the new plan go up, where people are going to buy the thousands of work. Eh? But Andrew now come up with bogus thing and tell me say the people them are work. When you're going to your area, don't you get the same people them what you know. You see them all off the corner see when them not have no job. Eh? So manufacturing thing now go on, you know. Yeah. All things good and manufacture them a cry. The manufacturing them, the top one them for Jamaica, tell you say, it's bad for them. The same Jamaica boilers do so much millions, you know, more $1.6 billion. They must say the first in the 70 years, they leave with them. The same one where Queenie, them are trouble. Yes, and them are trouble, you know, Queenie. Kind of no sense. Yeah? Yeah. You see me I say? I best just boss about. No, the whole of them listen me. The boilers band their ball, the body about listen this.
No, during COVID, things, a lot of production went down, so supplies were actually available. No, some commodity price went through the roof, obviously, but the fact is that the reality of today, and I've been saying this for at least a year and a half, 2 years now, that our supply chain disruptions are actually worse now.
So who's more?
Same as said, a year and a half, 2 years. That means 2 years from what we know back. 2023 is not good. I remember the place said lockdown, so it never good neither. So from 2020, it's not good because remember, you know, remember this. Remember I answer something and food. Remember the government never have no up to school did lockdown. Just a walk back 2023. Up to school, everything did lockdown. Everything did lockdown. Oh, Andrew come up with them kind of remember, you know, him all send a ship come with people in and them I forgot Europe, you know. Woman lose all our baby couldn't come in at Jamaica, you know. Remember we just have a pandemic, you know. We just have come out of it in 23. What happened to Andrew Holness? Remember people pay 700,000 for mask. Then Andrew blame everything on the pandemic. So him turn when I blame it on very last year. Now here come when Henry Morgan come and say, oh, this we gone down to 3 point at. Him do it, him move it from point at in January last year, coming to the election and that window. That a film job. Like I'm saying, guy come down there to do a job. That's why I'm saying play chess. Some put strict 5 back. That's why them fight for put her back the DPP. Just look when put people. Me can't show you when put people, you know, I have a mark up on everything I enjoy doing. You know. That's why I say them make sense in putting money and them can't manage us. Be a buyer does come say it. Yeah. Yeah. The tariff them are kill off the manufacturer them, but and plus and them not recover from the pandemic. But somewhere, although them are ball and them run the country, so Andrew get the liquor tax. Somewhere Andrew say him a go on and the country a go on when me I listen to the people them a ball in a real time. The people them a ball, them a put where people them a lose money, you know. One company $1.6 billion in a 1 quarter. But some, oh Andrew, and we are going good, and we have the lowest. But him a tell the people them everywhere I'm going to bag of people they pack up there. It make any sense? No. No, it don't make no sense. You understand? No new plan, no bill, no way. When they say that, me I ask you again, any new plan bill over that them can take around 500,000 people where work? Can a new plan no bill enough? Remember, you know, the old people them like them not imply more people for what them have enough. No, and them couldn't observe too much people. Cause them not going to the tourists. As a matter of fact, to the travel advisor, the tourist thing down too. They did down. So they like them are implying new people. So what one is get around 500,000 people at work. Me tell you, so them figure around. And them not do the census. Them don't. Only if you have sense, stop, tell, lie. Look at every other video we put out and then you don't know what going on. Let me just move the businessman here so. Yes. See? This is what one is good for. Just go and tell lie. Tourism down. They might try to recover. So them you are trying to recover and imply how much 100,000 people. Which part how much 100,000 people can go work? Eh? How much 100,000? If you go to 3 points, how much 100,000 people can work, you know? Around 500,000 more add on to the workforce. Around 500,000 people. Which part of them people they get job bonus? Eh? The man too for hey, you should have tell we and say you can't push it down so fast and make it look so far we, you know. Terrifying everything and people are bad but them are work. We not suffer in a watch it, eh? We need to watch it suffer. But the man say we not work. So the people them up there so be a work and you know you want to say the one not work, man. I want to come out of poverty, man. Eh? But me see the man run through market, people are hustle. Eh? Yeah, lie no come straight. But and then police don't understand. When you tell lie like this, we are gonna ask you the question what you ask. Because we want to see the manufacturing place them will build up. We observe all these people in them. Remember, you know, and 10,000 people that are going to work, you know, hundreds of thousands of people that are going to get work, you know. So we're going to 3.8%, you know. Who take people them down? The bigger place them are cry. The tariff make it worse. But somewhere, always have Wayne Henry putting out bogus. Hey, them for go away, you know. Them for go away. Eh? And that's an accomplishment. You can't turn on a pipe. That is not accomplishment. That ain't. See? Where them accomplishment, where it come from? Eh? Them man them sick in them head. May I ask one is where the work come from? Where the work where you talk about where it come from, brother? Eh? Not even public sector. So where it observe around 500,000 people where them gone. Eh? Yeah, Malawi, yeah. But Malawi there. I'm gonna play Malawi. I'm gonna find Malawi and play her. But I attack them now, I'm not sense in them for go away, no man. See? Them for go away. And honest, you can't tell them from now. Every time they run out with foolishness, we're gonna beat them with reality check here. And we send out your little people them then now work, you know. Yeah, see ya. No, I don't want that one, yeah. Malawi. I'm go for the Malawi, I want. Yes. Go for the Malawi, yeah. Let me hear what Malawi say on yourself. Jamaica, some Malawi there, so no. Yes. See? Every time them come out and talk foolishness, but we do the fact checking. I have no problem with that one. Is fact checking, I do know. You what Malawi say as a people. This is last week, right?
In government
Malawi yes,
have not yet caught up because we're still struggling to deliver the services to you.
Well, I'm Malawi. Come back.
Way and at the required standard. And that is why the work must problems in government have not yet caught up.
Shall I tell the truth, yes, I do, you know? Yeah, this is the other day.
Because we're still struggling to deliver the services to you in a timely way.
So shall I tell us, you know, we are still struggling. Look at Angela face now. Shall I tell the truth, that's them are struggling, right? Look at Angela face.
And at the required.
Look on none of them are look. Them don't want to hear this. They want to tell people and them run with it. The next thing when I want, let me tell all of my brethren them, you know, Rose and the whole I want to tell you no ball and the whole I want to know. When if you ask Andrew, I want to say we want to see what facture them bill. If you observe around 500,000 people, because them say a 3 point something unemployment going on 3 point, I don't know. So them observe around 500,000 people and a little more. So we want to know what them there and how them get paid. We want to interview some of the people there. So we want to put them there out too, yeah? Because I don't see no place bill. I know so the hotel them they done, so the hotel could not take them people there. Where the people them where them get the job? Where? I say the big company them about where them get the job. Yeah. We want to know where them at work. I just start no want to know. Yeah, look at them face people. Look here. Look here again.
Standard. And that is why the work must continue under the labor.
Look at them face here. She said it's hard for them, you know. And that is why it will continue under the JLP. Look here. Look at Andrew face. Them they look like happy face. It look like we having a job and them thing there. The man want to use one man in a Jamaica come tell life him and then him run with it and promote it. And then Big Mama them send it out. Them fool, you know. We are the facts checking around here. You can't put out that and nobody have followed that. No well thinking. You see me? Let me tell you this. I tell them because them don't know some is here. Me's a different human being completely, you know. You see when me have like me go to my doctor, you know, go outside, because I want to know sense. You know, 99. Now I keep a show down in a St. Lucia. Because I keep show down in the island and about from the 90s. From 92, I keep show. The first show 92 for myself. So I keep show down in the islands in the UK, US. I start keep showing in the US, in the UK after 2000. I mean in the US, in the UK no time before that. But I keep showing like in the US, in Canada, and them do one of them places, see? And down in the islands and all over the place, see? So I keep a show. I carry Kilimanjaro sound down there. I carry Sugar Minot. Michael Buck, the Queen Chain. I'm a wife of run the show, you know. My wife have run the show. I have people from TVJ where I carry. Because I remember you have video Saturday the youth where they have video Robert. He around me too, you know, always around me. You know. I have people from TV and from TV man always run me back in the 90s, you know. One of them just call me just now. We do video surfing and things, yeah man. I have everybody around me, man. So I carry them. And I carry bad for them too. From Glena. Yes. Yeah man. See? Alright. So I'm going to tell you this. See? Alright. I buy 13 tickets. But we did a fly. Go to airport. To pick up yard, they can get them for discount price. And yeah, they never they play like a little dilly and I feed some plate. Come in eat. Me not eat anything, you know. Me not do that. Then can't catch me for price me, you know. Come in see? From morning, this is just me, see? And me I feel some pain. Jump in my car and I say, zoom. I wait for the man jump in my car and leave the airport and lift up. And when we reach above you there, so when I run the road, a black go down, so you know, I feel nothing now company right and I feel just swing out there and go so car pain and dick me and I say, what is? See? And when I reach, I just turn up, I reach a Rockford, this, remember I'm a place on Banana Grove, but I live uptown for a long time, see? So when I reach this, I just turn up on Commission Road, and then swing cross, and boom, 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 and top Gasport Avenue, zoom, run cross, range, run cross, see? And just I run cross, and run go a medical associate. See? Yeah. Yeah, man. See? And the doctor, let me tell you how I'm rolling. The doctor tell me it's appendicitis. Anyway, I drive go over my apartment, my wife never there. She do it, her mother, I call her. Yeah? Call my man John. See, me drive go over my apartment, park my vehicle. You know, take a taxi, come back. They must say, I can't go nowhere. You know. I follow what the doctor say, you know. Now I show you why, that's why certain things change me. And me did it. Doctor from him dead, you know, kind of run medical associate. Them admit me. So my man Jeffrey run go keep the wall at that. Because she bad them way they know. She do everything to you know. Me you them do everything. So she have to run go do that. And my mother my fly to and them thing. Everybody go down there and they show a key. But me couldn't go. And them cut me. And them have to readmit around 4 times. Them take around 600,000 from me them time there. Through that now me start question things and read up on my own thing, my own medication. I'm coming like a doctor too, you know. You can't give me anything, you know. So when Andrew come here, so, and it applies. So when Andrew come here and said, Wayne Henry, I asked the question what you're supposed to ask. From them time that you know it, me can go to doctor and doctor can just tell me say boom boom and say take them pill here. Me have to read up on them same time and I tell them I don't want it, me not go take it. What this one, that and that, and I have to look if that outweigh this and that. I have to do my right check and I can do things. It's a different human being. When them do me, they say, you have to take sleep, my dead. Yeah? Yeah? So we keep it real on here. Yeah? Yes. Keep it real on here, so. So then Andrew come out and Wayne Henry come out with the bogus thing them. Even with them bogus poll with them come with, and we say, okay, sure we book back and them nobody now follow these things. We know so that them are do. And we are telling them, and I like when Mama P there, I want to could have gone up and down with Mama P. We have fact check everything on ya. You understand? See, we have fact check everything round ya. We not joke. Let me show you that thing with me and Damian Crawford. When I'm a minister. Whenever I see this started, let me show you something. Me have fact check everything round ya. Look ya. I'm showing you something right now, quick. You see, sometimes when I have to look out for these things, you know, come on, not see it, you know. Let me show you something. I'll show you something fast. Look on this. All right, look on this. All right, look on this. Now I'll show you when they are dealing with the UNESCO thing and them the thing there. Saying, and this are Damon when I'm a minister. When I'm a minister, watch this. I'm going to look on this. I look. Remember we there go and do everything long time, you know, when a business, you know, with us. Let me save this up. Me get a look at thing off that I see VM. Let me move this. Put up this. Let me say when you can't see that. Watch out.
Has announced with pride. But what does it really mean? Well, our producer Samuel Gordon tried to find out.
The Ministry of Tourism and Entertainment proudly announced last week that Kingston was designated a creative city of music by UNESCO. According to the ministry's press release, the announcement follows a recent trip by its Senior Director of Entertainment, Gillian Wilkinson McDaniel, and Kingston's town clerk, Robert Hill, to Japan to lobby for the designation to be granted at the UNESCO World Creative City Forum. But what exactly does a creative city mean? And what value will it bring to City Kingston or Jamaica? We scoured the press release for answers to what exactly this venture means for us. This is the closest thing we found to an answer. UNESCO's Creative Cities program was started in 2004 as an initiative to unite cities from across the globe through creative industries. It is policy-driven at the municipal and national level. The network is currently formed by 69 members from 32 countries, covering 7 creative fields: craft and folk art, design, film, gastronomy, literature, music, and media arts. Okay, so Kingston is now a creative city of music. So again, we ask, what does that mean? Well, while we await the answers, it's not hard to see why Kingston could be designated, though. The city Kingston is awash with studios and youth ready for their big bus, and it's not hard to find events almost any night of the week, from live shows to dances. The music of the people is the beat of the city. Jamaica's greatest musical export, Bob Marley, found his beat in the ghetto of Trenchtown. And in fact, all Jamaican popular music from ska to rock steady to reggae to dancehall originated in Kingston. So again, the designation is not surprising, but we're still trying to find out what exactly it means to be a creative city. And how will this benefit the stakeholders in our local industry? Tonight on Live at 7.
Indeed, so let's try and find out exactly how Kingston will benefit from this new designation, what it actually means. Well, Ibo Cooper is a member of the steering committee working on the Kingston creative status. Damien Crawford, of course, is a state minister in the Ministry of Tourism and Entertainment. And Wayne Lonesome is a music producer. Welcome, one and all. Yes, please. So, as my understanding is, there was a committee, a steering committee, seeking to become a part of this designation or responding to somebody else's suggestion that Kingston, given its rich history in music, should be designated a creative city of music.
The effort is collective effort. The response is...
Let me stop that a minute. Can me tell you, say, let me stop that a minute. Can me tell you, say, and I like back one time, when I depend on them TV and them radio and them paper. I run my own thing now. I have my own TV. I don't need to do nothing like this unless I feel like to. See, I tell you something them documented, don't. Yeah, I not do tabloid, you know. I just am a wilderness, but you know, yeah. Yeah, you see me, I say yes. But we don't do tabloid. Nah, do not tabloid. See? But the people in Jamaica for do them for reject Andrew Holness big time. No tabloid on us. None. And you know, I'm not gonna continue that. One day I show them things there and what have you, I show other things too. It's there, no, them there. See? That's why you can't take me and place me in a way, you know. Not for nobody when them come and chat foolishness, you know. Yes. Me easy for hold them, and I'm gonna buy the law, I'm gonna make you hold them, I'm a style them. Me discredit them. Everything what I do from 1986 documented. Me tell you. And it come with time stamp. See? We not for the fool people. You understand? Not for the fool people. And me know this. Me used to that. Me used to them TV thing, and me used to me used to them media houses. Me used to the whole media houses. So that's why them can't crush me around there, you know. Me know even move them I make, you know. Radio. I'm used to my tie. Up to now. Can you imagine me up on BBC where we have 20 million listeners, you know. Perform live to and everything too, you know. From Radio 1. Back in the days. Yes, man. See? And depending on much radio station and all the TV all over the place. And just like Jamaica. See? There's something documented. Yeah, man. And I like me, them are fighting with something. You can't fight with something. That's why me there for what them. Now me know them trick and then tell me what as I can remember another artist producer but a studio engineer as well. Yeah, because I'm for that skills and trade too, you know. Yeah, and remember when I say remember you see me advice my between them, you know. By the 100. Me advice and mix and do me thing them. See now me do editing as well. So I'm like, and you notice me now, hey, Big Mama, they say, you have a bag of people. Andrew Holness have a bag of people. I'm not care how much you imply. I'm me alone in here, you know. I'm me alone in here. You notice my management thing, I'm kind of strong. I'm me alone in here, man. It's different from that the food that I run in here. Yeah? I'm me alone in here, man. And produce, me show them and do my thing, man. And sit on your seat there. Yeah? And this is why you don't know Andrew Holness. It's where you come out with the lie, me a fact check them. It now be like the first time. You understand? Yes. You see? We and Henry. Yeah, man. And you have Wayne Henry, you know. You have Wayne Henry, him a Morgan too. And you have Nesta Morgan too, you know. See? You have them. You understand? They now no sense. See? No, and what them could have come and story me and say, listen, everything wanna move and every life, my life keep my things them and my life keep my file them, I fact check you know. I remember when I get charged to kill them people than for the 800 odd people, the older one them that the jail people shouldn't even exist. The crime against humanity. No two way about that. When if you go away, when the evil. And them love drawback for a drawback are going on. So you have to link them with reality. Yeah? Link them with reality and show them a release with CIA and the involvement with UNO. UNO is a certain nastiness. UNO evil. See? And them not love poor people, you know. But them did good. Them in my sight, none of them not good enough. But them did good for the PR when you have people like we in the space. See where Andrew put up here? Where Andrew them. I'm not sure where Andrew put up just now. See where Andrew put up here? He might like say bad man, he not nothing to talk. Look here. I couldn't we might drop out pan Andrew. I that make it to look at now. Look on the word where Andrew use now. Bad mind people using social media to spread lies and propaganda, honest. Bad mind people. What do you mean by bad mind, Andrew? No, una answer. Andrew, more you for answer. Many people may answer right now. So, if you is the prime minister where you say this, Andrew. Let me play. I don't understand Andrew honest, you know. I don't. I don't understand you. So people bad mind are spread lies and propaganda. Eh? So hold on. Let me play this. When you're in opposition, you're free to say what you want to say. Let me play this. Let me hear this. Hold on.
Well-thinking Jamaicans should raise their voice in concert against the high levels of crime and against the government in not doing enough in country.
Let me play about this.
All well-thinking Jamaicans should raise their voice in concert against the high levels of crime and against the government in not doing enough in.
So okay, so if him asks me to do this, I will do it for him. This is the way him rush. Because I will him say my drop out pan, you know. And then when you read it, it don't make no sense because I'm in the tabloid. But my drop out on here. Yeah, man. Them Anarab, not analog. Them Anarab. Them Anarab. You have to give them a new thing, not analog. Yeah? Them Anarab, you know, Wilbert. That's why you have 28 bank account and them thing there. Yes. So him ask for hold them accountable. Himself, when think, this go for Mama P alone, it couldn't be. He said for hold the government accountable. So we are hold the government accountable. He might use the word with Darrell Vaz, him can't make one neither. He said bad mind, look here. Look here. Bad mind people using social media to spread lies and propaganda. Lies and propaganda. You know, and yes, still, we must say bad mind and spread lies and propaganda. I feel 1 million I do this, you know. Me see one of them put up Marky G. When they say no, Dr. Arton, the ganja from the ganja. I'm saying, well, you people know, and when you look, I say them a ganja head. And she forgot to in the party smuggle ganja out of Jamaica. From Western Jamaica. Because down there she there too. So I use the same West where she know. Me never come in that town. From out of the party, I stay west. She don't everybody know who smuggle ganja from out there and them MP. Them have to know when them are there. Hey, you know me I treat up your son like you see like when you're there in a clash. And yes, like you're in a dance and a boy step on you. So as them lick me not them. Remember I'm a good pan that skill there too, you know. We counteract them same time. See, in a life, hey, listen. It don't make sense, you know, because my skill them not have it, you know. Me know say them not have it, you know. Them not ready yet, you know. Yes. And them not think, them just come up with something and run out. Some wait upon them. Yes. Now wait upon them. Me have force them to keep on just keep on send out the truth. He use the word bad mind. Yeah? Which pay me, aye, Florence, say them bad mind I use social media. No, what them do, them did come and threaten people on social media. Remember, they can't give me no chat. Me not take chat. Me alone, so we not take that. So they can't give me no chat. Yeah? And me not join that thing there. So when them can't do that, remember them have people where them are pay, you know. PMP is a people power thing. Them are people on them pay list from radio station too. But argue from big station, we argue for get more money and them get it. But I go on like them a radio host. When you hear them, but when you hear them out them talk about Andrew, you know them can't make them out. Yeah? Yes. So people are bad mind on social media now. Talk about TikTok and talk about YouTube too, you know. You know, but that's a Facebook, it's a YouTube. So when him come on, I'm show now. Me see it. Me see it. I mean, I even go through it, you know. Me go through it, but me as a chop. Because Anjo poor thing. And him tell people from party them not do this and do that. But yeah, run out people with them out of themselves. Yeah? See there? He might tell about back in the days, them could have editors when a mainstream media, them that held accountable. See, there's such television and newspapers, editor who could be held accountable for inaccuracies. But now he said system of check and balance are missing and social media. Brother, check and balance yourself. Check your account them and check everything else. You use social media for destroy mama P and tell life and all. We not do it. I want thing me not do tabloid. You know what thing them talk about you, Andrew Holness? You know what thing them talk about you never hear talk about mouth? Because me like see evidence of things. Me like talk. I serious thing, you know. The amount of thing when them talk about him. I know me that. Me not sir. Them talk some things that like remember nobody can just call me. Nobody will hear me answer my phone. Just can't call me and come and just say anything with them answer. Me not do that, you know. Me I vet you first. Yes, me I vet you. And two we are holding back, man, because him have the local media. Them and try this, try the place. Remember them use local media against Michael Manley, you know. So I aware of that too. You notice me can't play them. Up to them we are beat. Because we see one from TVJ the other day. She not have no sense whatsoever. When she go in a crowd, look for what me I say now. Oh, you don't leave and go in a crowd. Yeah? Well, all people about, you know, corruption and put guy could so. And you ask them about the corruption. You ask them about FID if them know anything about FID. You don't ask anything about Geico. You ask about FID. 90% of Jamaica know it says a law enforcement place, but them don't know. Them can't explain themselves about it. You have enough people who couldn't even explain what, but them know so them hold up on certain things. Yeah. You understand? That them ask about. You understand? Him not have no accomplishment. Him not have no accomplishment at all. But yeah, and task force give the accomplishment, you know. Trust me them, you know. Fish headless. Oh yeah, make him read them out. Can't me down for them put them out and them. And I have a idea. Me and Byron and Pastor, we make Pastor we could drop a big prayer in them head and then me have melting pattern and Byron and myself and then we go deal with them case. Me down for see the list. Me want to see the list and remember him can't put them down the close up on it, you know. And you can't put no road on it, you know. Kind them mad, you have to repair. Hey, what you do? Put the police in. No, me never want to tell him nothing. I want to see the list of 250, about 250 accomplishment. How much school you build? PMP, them in them thing, them do 60 at school. 60 yard. Brand new high school and them thing. How much school you build? Where you going to put on the thing? You gotta show me some bus. We need to have more bus. I want to mash them up and have to repair them. It can't go on it either. But you have to put out. How am I going to put out though? No, you tell me what this guy you put out. On a serious note. But Andrew got put out. Come on, see what I put out, you know. But you go over 200 other accomplishments. So them drag here when Andrew out here. I may have all the video when I beg. I said when the just give him a chance because through the pandemic and through one. Now he want to talk bowling. I may ask him a question. But why you tell me which part the 500,000 people them at work? More which manufacturer take them in and where them a get paid. Me that like no come not see none. Tourism fall upon them face. Manufacturing company biggest one them a ball all over the place. But you have people at work when everywhere in a trouble. Overseas and everywhere. Them silly, you know. You know, but them things are the people are like one time. And we don't have the phone and we don't have nothing, we don't link up. So when they say it, it's a reality. I saw them I think. You understand? No, but if they put out PMP team, I rubbish it. So they can't put out the road, you know. What am I going to put out? You think about it. Eh? What Andrew going to put out? Andrew, let me just remind you something you say again.
Fixing the economy, placing the economy on a sustainable path.
Put it back.
2 to 3 years. Every Jamaican is going to feel the benefit of that in some way. You're feeling it now.
So people,
fixing the economy.
This was him song, him go-to song. Like 2-3 months ago. This time go-to song. Him appeal say, hold on upon him. And everywhere where them go, up to last year, the whole of them I tell you say, where them not do a fix it, so you're gonna feel it. So him have them one where him say I play chess. Chess. You know, play chess with guys. See? Yes. Him a play chess. So when you look now, him put some people in some because he and them I run out and then him take it and run with it. But we are asking, can you tell me about that's why we have fired, we ain't forget fired, you know. Yes. Them forget fired. Yeah man. Where's the two man? Them that water and the other one. And Bugler, them no good. Which one is excavator? Which one is new excavator that Marlon X? Marlon, no man. Yeah, mash up there. Which one is new excavator? Let me see what my brother just said. Well on there. Well, I'm show what my brother just said me, you know. Let me show what my brother just said me. Well on, let me see this. Let me see this. Bad mind people are those persons who question Andrew's involvement in SSL, his non-certification of his statutory declaration after 4 years, pointing out his 28 bank account and is having almost 500 million within 2-3 bank accounts. That are bad mind people. So when you bad mind and you question, thank you sir, when you question him, when you point them thing in your bad mind, him do it when them ask him about him house, he must not get let go again. No, me here. Let me tell Andrew this. See? This was him song when I sing. Then last year again now, last year, when you talk to Andrew, when him not sing this, when him not sing
placing the economy on a sustainable path. Within the next 2 to 3 years, every Jamaican is going to feel the benefit of that in some way. You're feeling it.
So well on. Nadine Spence. All right, so hear this now. Nadine Spence. Let me tell Wolfer. Let me tell Nadine Spence. So she a big up guy Collister. But what me Nadine Spence, you want you to know. Them have you over in a UE. Over the part that we're there. And wait name again. I remember the name of it, but you're there. But right now, you have some people over there. My brother have a niece over there now. She don't want to play no dandy shandy with you, you know. Because you hold them, you invite one of them ladies to play dandy shandy. Them bigger than that, them hold them now. Them know the dandy shandy thing. Especially she. So she say, me to tell her, say she better play footballs with the men there. She better play man sports. and cricket. She man. Yeah, man. See, she rather play cricket. Yeah. She rather wicket get ball. See? But she don't want to play no dandy shandy. So if you leave her alone, yes, we not listen to she, you know. As she then put, she then put her up on the Constitution and she a chat about bullshit. Nadine Spence, right? Yeah, when them say she a teach up this, you know. Now my virgin have him knees where, come on now, Nadine, go one side, man. Eh? You need to go one side. You say, I'm my sister Paula laugh there. Paula, I want to knock you. Eh? You want to sweet my sister, you know. No, but you can't, when people go up there, son, them not no time for go play no ring game. Especially people now in another dandy shandy thing. Them no night with you. Them just no night, man. So she no night and she just want to play. Just make she says she want to do sports. She no play, then she wanna do sports. She wanna play footballs with the boys. Right? And play, yes. Because she like when them bowl her wicket, she wanna play cricket. Yes. So she not the crease and them for bowl her wicket. So she wanna play, she just love boys game. So the dandy shandy way you just go out, she don't want you play no dance, she don't want to play the dandy shandy with you. And if you come out of this, so them for take you out of that with them give you, yes. Yeah, man, them, and if you stop getting nobody with the ring game thing. Stop it, man. Go somewhere else with it, man. You know, when you're there at school and you know why nobody complain of ring game because you grew up now, you know, dandy shandy and no. You want to play footballs. You know, you have someone them like boys game and a man game. See? You know, the female dandy shandy thing and you have, yes. You see me I say? Yeah, man. You understand? So Neddy, when she went out and not chat foolishness, nobody not listening to her. She if you go one side, that me I tell you. So this was Andrew anthem the other day. Fixing the economy and place it on 3 years, so if you keeping him back. Now them run out with them foolishness and them run out with it. We are asking where the 500,000 people which part them at work. Where them at work? For you load something on a 3.2% and owe the whole of Jamaica work. Eh? But Andrew, how much place bill? You understand? Wilbur, pick up yourself. How much place bill? Me tell you say, me swift up here, say, you know. The swift boy here, you know. You understand? Simone, Simon, sorry, Simon, And the same man as Spanish Stone. A 3 place man, yeah man, him said that to man. Yeah man. Yeah man. You understand? Yeah man. Yeah, no man, you have to hold them in on. Stretch them and tell them the truth, you know. Even my brethren, I want them my brethren in the boat, yeah. Let me ask my brethren. If what on them, I say I can't call my brethren. I wonder if him the boat. Now I call one of my brethren, them, I say if him the boat. Voila. Let me say I can't get him by my phone, right? Voila. Voila. Show me that food. That is food, eh? That is food. That is food. That is food, eh? Now I get him. Let me get him that. More ask him if he needs share right now. That is food. All right, me now get him. Because yes. Niece of your ball uncle, you know, more play some, you know, more play some man game. The Nadine want to play dandy shandy. No, play no dandy shandy. None at all. So we are saying, don't you can't. People want to study and then that's why you're a little pitney and you know, some people don't know dandy shandy not man. Nadine. Yes. That's be nice, man. Stop running the people and tell them you want to play dandy shandy to man. Come on. And them I call me now to tell you. Through your teacher, you know. Yes, through your teacher up there now. Them don't want to tell us. And they your teacher. We don't want to play no dandition with them. Not even if you go play balls to with the man, them man. Go play some footballs with them too, man. Come on now, man. Sure. Wake up and go play some football. It's good exercise. You understand? Yes. Try out footballs. And try out look at cricket. Good for your wicket. Yeah, man. No, man. If you go play some, yeah, man, good, man. Them bowl up, man. Them bowl every wicket, man. Yes. Yeah, go try a little cricket. If you can bat, you know, if you can bat balls. Yes, can you remember them a bowl and you are bat the ball? Yes. Yes. If you can bat balls, them throw balls to you. So you bat it. I get the wicket ball. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. See? But the girl them can't bother with a long time, all time. Them done this and the thing, them not unite. So them gotta play. You understand? Yes. So try to get the man them throw balls to you and then you can, you understand? You bat it. Make the man them teach you, man. You gotta love the sport. You will love the sport. You will start play it good. Yeah, eh? Yeah, man. When you say them, when you say John Black, how them a week the office yesterday? Give me a rundown there. Give me a rundown there. Yeah? Yeah. Give me a rundown there. And this a waste of money, you know. Yeah. And this a waste of money. So, let me see something here. PM3 location and over. Him not an MP down there, you know. Him an MP and we know how it go. And this man a go round. And you Holness, you know, so you know, I'm not about you to go away. Go away. When the Jamaicans stop make JLP by one or two, you know. You never get real round, man. Yeah. You understand? Yeah, man, that's your wicked, man, yeah, man. You play football and get a goal score. Yeah, that's what you gotta do. Shot the goal in, make them score the ball. Yes. See if you try to stop the ball, then when they must score, the man them I try to score it and get a goal score. I get a wicket ball. You understand? Yes. You see? People don't want to play the dandition, they leave them alone. Yeah. Same a big treat mountain. Everybody get 3 grand. Yeah, all them look a thing there. I go, hey, yeah, say him a big treat mountain, but I run them for running where. So if everybody come out of power, you think a man could have looked on you and get 3 grand? And they was there in the night. Yeah. From Homestead. So this is what them do, give everybody 3 grand. I buy vote. Yeah? That's old and cheap. Remember, them can't buy real people, you know. So you see the handful of people them can buy, they may get a couple hundred that alone them can buy. And some people are take back them, can be tell people, you know, only take back on the mass money. Yes. This is not funny. Take back on the mass money. Yes. You can't vote for dummy. And evil bummy. You understand? It will stop. Yeah, man. Keep it real around here. Yes. Anyway, I call my bird and I like hear him, so I want to know, say, a man, you know. Me have some other things to come showing about what I do that a man in car, you know. We just say we reach 3 hours and 3 minutes. So that I did it. You know, that's yeah, man. I did it. 3 hours, 3 minutes. 3 hours, 4 minutes. So it's still a climb. Yes. You understand? All right. Anyway, tomorrow, yeah? I'm out. Bless.
We a beat it till the hammer burn. We now make them get in and them on again. None of them boy that we none of them. We in lump sum, we a beat it till the hammer burn. We now make them get in on them and again. None of them boy that we none of them. We alone some rise up the bomb again.
When people elect the government of a country, it's the servants protect the people of that country, not to put their life in misery. You understand me, Luciano? What else, man?
Government, stop pressuring the poor.
Oppression.
Politicians, your judgment coming for sure. It's a government in your regiment. Stop pressuring the poor.
We can't take it no more now.
Politicians, your judgment coming for sure.
Yo, politician with the evilest mission, who know we blame. True money and power